Right, but you can still hear me at the moment? Okay, cool. Yep, they can't hear us all. They shouldn't be able to hear us. We are the void. Solution. Bend over. Oh, let's see it. Ring a ding ding. I feel sorry if something's actually this is going, what the fuck is going on? Hey, throw something into Discord. Discord some everyone, Positive Live, come and say hello to you. I know, oh my god. So rude. It's funny, I think, because the last couple of days of save for the podcast. I just realised my pod isn't on. Great. Yeah, I know, then, like, yeah, Larry's having issues, and I was having issues, and...
What you think about when you're born into a fire?
Yeah, let me know if there's any issues.
Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay.
Yeah, that's it. I used to, I'm only doing some of the subs. They've been long enough, they get their own sound file. Okay, like this one. Yeah, like this one. So just
back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away.
just like
bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away.
You do the Dave Chappelle ran away from your life. Nah. You get a really out of shit ton. Dave Chappelle. Yeah, they basically said, oh, you wouldn't be on your usual show, that's not really your jokes, that's not this show. I wouldn't see it. Yeah, now it's like the Netflix one is like. They made him basically walk away because they said they were basically controlling every single thing he was doing and said you will never get the money out of us. So then he just did his own stand up for a bit and Netflix came and said, give us some specials. Hey, you got to take up. Let me get the 6 pack out. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. You're put some detail. Yes. This is cool. Papa's Moonshine. Solution. Alright, give me a second, everyone. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Literally, my fridge is just next to me.
You think you've got my number figured out? A motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in.
That's happened so many times to me.
Or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer. I'd rather be free. I'd rather be a leader. I'd rather be a queen. I'd rather be a singer in a.
My favourite is when you've been away for like if I do on a quick starts, I do like a midday stream out of the blue. It's like, oh, where have you been? I'm like, I've been doing my normal stream. Where have you been?
I wasn't always just a
We're all ready to go? Ready to rock and roll?
A palette full of grey in reverie.
Ready?
And I can burn it brighter
Alrighty, let's do it. Give me a sec. And then we gotta change this.
Hey! What's up?
How you going, everyone? What's up?
Going good.
going on?
Going good. Yep.
Very, very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. We're just having a nice little stream with these lovely young gentlemen who the quartet of beards.
Gentlemen.
Oh, good.
Yes, 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 yes.
I mean, Larry's pretty much an honorary beard at this point. Sorry. Larry's pretty much an honorary beard at this point, considering he's all beards, so yeah.
Yeah, I competed in the best bids on Twitch, and I lost terribly, but I competed in it, so it counts.
Yeah, well, hey, at least you put effort in, you know?
That's right. Unlike some people.
Yeah.
I can't help that mine's patchy.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second. I'm just gonna does my microphone sound? Does it sound good?
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna up the
Let me
game a little bit.
Let me take the stream.
Yep, we are
Not
polished.
as bad as the other night.
Oh yeah, don't start me. Polished.
Yeah, that was
Hey guys.
interesting.
Hey everyone. By the way, Polish was on the last podcast, and we actually have improved it greatly since we had everyone on.
Fuck shit. I mean, what's up, Polish?
Oh! Fucking
I might get
Muppet.
the chat up as well.
Fucking Muppet. Cheeky piece of shit.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you're a lovely person.
I know,
But
ow.
also suck shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow. So many insults thrown around.
Oh yeah. It's early.
Yeah, I know, we haven't
I
even
know we
started
just
drinking yet.
started. I know we just started. Do you guys mind if I just quickly duck off and grab my drink?
Yep,
Get
per-
another drink?
Yep, that's
Okay.
perfect one. Actually,
Right back.
so Nico, who are you?
Yes.
What do you stream, and what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking Jack.
Oh God.
I've got to be good though. It's a school night.
It is a school night, but you know, no, it's actually Saturday, isn't it? I was gonna say, hang on.
Well,
It
no.
is.
Well, I've got to be up early in the morning. So it'll be Uber Eats and then bed.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's,
Pretty much.
I mean, this rest of this weekend's basically out the door now, except for Mother's Day tomorrow. So I'm going down south to go see my parents, but that's it. I know I'm going to be. I'm going to be doing something tomorrow, but nope, the car sale. Don't care about that anymore. He dicked me around too much today, so he's out the door as far as I'm concerned. I'll probably get like two more phone calls saying, "Hey, is that car still available? Do you have the money?"
Probably.
I've had 20 in the last week inquire about that car.
Wow.
Yeah, for the price. Apparently, for the price it is, it's very cheap. I'm like, Is it?
See, I got in early with mine. I basically told the guy, I'm like, I'm gonna come look at it tomorrow, and I'm also really keen to buy it, and I don't care. I need a car.
Yeah, see, good. You're not going to dick the guy around, hopefully, because...
Oh god, no, because he knows where I work.
Oh.
He's in every day.
Oh.
So definitely not dicking him around. No, I wouldn't do that anyway.
Anyway, warship.
Yes,
sir.
me.
Yes, the ship of war. What are you drinking? What do you stream? And what brings you here? Is the next question I have.
What brings you here?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty existential. That one. What brings any of us here? Really, that's the real thing.
Weren't we kidnapped?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm definitely against my will. Here against my
I
will.
can't move. Yeah,
Guys.
My legs definitely aren't chained to the table. I'm not blinking because I need help at all. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. But no, yes. I am a... my name's Warship, and I used to be a wrestler, and I can't wrestle no more because I had a broken neck. So I'm streaming. And right now, today, I'm drinking cider because I have to drive in a little while. So, cider
That's okay.
is.
Ah,
So there will be some wrestling questions thrown into the mix. So now, obviously they won't be as blunt as, "Hey, is wrestling fake?" Yeah, you know. Okay. So Larry,
yes, that's my name.
what
What's up?
are you streaming? How you been going lately? And what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Larry. I'm a puppet, just like Sesame Street,
muppet?
but with more, sex appeal. I don't know. I just been playing games. I got on the Valheim grind a little bit, but I know I play a lot of games. I love games. I love gaming in general, and
I noticed.
yeah. But I'm working on some stuff, some collabs. I'm gonna lean into doing some more IRL stuff, like, 'cause it's in my name, and I feel like I should. That was always my intention, but gaming was just like what was easiest, and yeah, I do love it. So,
So by the
I
way,
play games.
you lot, my mods, my chat gets very rowdy sometimes. It gets like they just insult me, so just get used to it. So you get like
all good.
bad until going.
I
More-
get to insult you on camera.
Good.
Shit.
Bring it.
I'm drinking this, by the way. It looks like water. I think it's my chroma HP. But, it's cheap shit. I couldn't afford to make it mark. But yeah, it's really tasty actually. It's like a malt honey liquor. It's good.
Ooh, that's actually
That
sounds
would.
good.
Last time I drank anything that had honey in its liquor, no.
Yeah,
No?
you can
Yeah.
It's sweet.
The worst part is when you put it into a decanter and it congeals in the decanter.
You gotta drink them on the rocks or like with water.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
if you start mixing it with it's no good.
I've had to clean the decanter with American honey in it, and because the honey just congeals at the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah.
Like you have to
Oh,
clean
okay.
it.
No,
Yeah.
that's gross. That's gross.
Well, nope.
No, this one is pretty good. This is pretty good. Not too sweet.
Are we allowed alcohol on Twitch?
Yeah, you just can't
yeah,
get smashed.
Yeah, you can't do it for subs or donations.
Water. What are you talking about?
Yeah, when
If you get to a certain point, if it gets to self-harm, that's when you break down.
Yeah, TOS. Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn the camera off when it gets to that point.
All right. So I'm your host, Podsky. I play multitude of different things, depends on my fancy, and also can collaborate with quite a few other people and have fun. I'm drinking Little Creatures IPA because I'm a fancy fuck, apparently.
Very nice. Very nice.
He's fancy.
A buddy of mine's been importing beers. He lives up in Queensland. He's been importing beers from down here in Melbourne, and he's been having like a new one every week. And so I hit him up for the location because some of the stuff looks real cool. I think I might need to start doing that.
Chris, we have actually done... Actually, I can't talk about that because that was a charity. I have done shoes on stream.
Oh,
Oh no.
But
Claude.
but they were. So I'm not going to confirm or deny that it was actual alcohol, but it was a liquid that went into a shoe and came into my body.
Yeah.
Applied.
Gosh.
It could have been anything. It could have been anything.
Yes.
It came into.
Yeah, I know. When I said it, that's why I just paused for a second. Went,
Nick is out.
So,
liquid coming into your body.
someone clip that.
This is normal, by the way. If you've never been on my channel before, everyone, this is normal. I just say things and just let it ride.
Quote. I'm gonna do a tweet.
Do it.
Just do
We
it.
live, fools.
Classy.
That's not even the worst thing you've said.
I know. I've said much worse, and I pride myself on having disgusting wordplay and not caring.
You pride yourself. You say these things and then you regret it immediately after.
Do I? Is it for show or is it actually regret though? I'm a good actor.
The look at the look on your face though, you're just like, oh god, I'm disgusted.
Disgustingly handsome.
Wow.
Alright. Oh god, this is gonna get bad.
Oh.
So
That's debatable. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, Intel. I jump on it too, and yeah, me and Intel are probably the worst people to be in the chat for you, really.
yeah, you do egg me on, and I don't think straight when I'm half dead. So
Yeah, but that's because you're not straight. I'm just gonna leave that.
Oh no.
yeah,
Oh,
I think logically. There you go. When I'm tired.
Hey, bye, brothers.
Saluja.
cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
That's actually nice.
Refreshing.
Actually, pretty. That's not bad.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a puppet, I can't drink. But if I could, but I can feed alcohol to the sweaty naked guy next to me, so that
You're
works.
naked?
Sorry, he's naked.
I'm
wow.
not. I'm not.
Larry IRL after dark.
After dark. Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
It's about to get
God. This is gonna get bad. I can tell.
Not bad. We just might have to find another platform next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like cold. So I think what I was going for with this is cold ones, but more fucked.
Oh man. Oh, man. I don't know if we can do that. Fuck. Mr. Beast! Just lots of yelling about Mr. Beast.
Yeah, but see,
That's pretty much what you need to do, right?
yeah, just and then try and promote like a small GeoFootball company that no one gives a shit about, and then like have shit merch, and then you know.
what's
Ooh.
you
I
guys
love
know,
their merch.
You know Jordan Rasco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fuel.
Yeah, the P fuel. That I love that.
I love it. I know it's so good.
Yeah.
Have I considered OnlyFans this podcast? Hey, at least I'll be using it for something.
I saw that before, actually. You reopened your OnlyFans.
Reopened it, it never went down.
I got denied an OnlyFans. I applied for it, and they're like, nope, we are straight up racist against puppets, and I've got a screenshot of the denial letter and everything.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's just like fuck you. What? They're probably like you have someone's hand up your ass. It's just, that's too far.
Yeah, it's
That's a bridge too far.
Extreme for OnlyFans. That's what they're trying to. I had a whole thing as well ready for it. I was gonna call it Only Hands, and go right down there. They just shut that down quick.
Oh, that's so
They're
good.
probably like this. They probably thought, this is bestiality. No.
Bestiality. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh god, that's so bad.
Hand up my ass and my head up a flamingo. It's too much. It's too much.
Cancel OnlyFans. Give me my puppet content.
What is that? What is that, like a human centipede but for puppets?
I mean, I'm not gonna judge, man. Whatever you're into.
Yeah. You do you.
I'm sorry, Plod.
No, it's like I'm sitting here going, I do not think this is going to go as bad, so hard, so quickly.
So,
All right. Well,
so far we've gone
easy in, guys. Come on, lube it up.
fisting,
Lube it up.
OnlyFans, bestiality. Like, there's been a few things already.
I will say I did look at the questions you put in the Twitter group post, and there's some good ones. I'm keen. Keen
So
to get
what
into that.
are we?
Which in contrast are very Christian.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so funnily enough, all I did was like go through the original podcast we did last time. Just went, copy paste, but
Yeah.
because the guy who
that's
the
the key.
this just plagiarized someone else's questions. Went, no, well, whatever.
Just looking through here right now, there are literally no questions about fisting. So
We're
it's
safe.
either a good thing or a
Twitch,
bad
we're
thing.
safe. We're safe at the minute.
All questions are about fisting if you spin it right. You know?
That's a good point, actually. That's a real good point.
Yeah.
Like, would you like to fist hit? Like, if you want to go back in time and and meet someone, would you want to fist Hitler?
Jesus.
That just makes me think of...
technically,
that makes me think of South Park, the pineapple.
Yeah.
Technically, you wouldn't be fisting. You could fist him in the face with a punch, or up the other way to make sure that he couldn't have give anything ever again.
Just spit roast, both ends. Okay, moving on.
Oh, this is beautiful already.
Oh, we killed Warship.
Doc, engage. Welcome on in.
Everything's fine.
Thank you so much for that lovely follow.
You are absolutely correct. Everything is fine. There is nothing wrong with it.
I like half the screen's on fire.
Oh shit. Wrong thing.
We broke Larry's seed.
It's fine.
Oh, no.
Yes, polished. We are so getting you on in drinking.
Professional.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I'm happy for
God.
the Twitch ban. I mean, it's...
Oh.
So you're
Very
gonna
good
drive
Christian
after this
podcast.
It ain't no
Yeah,
Christian.
I'm gonna drive afterwards.
The only thing that's going to be crucified
people-
tonight is going to be me after this.
I wasn't planning on it, but last second some plans changed, and now I have to drive. So
All good.
That's good. Yeah, I don't mind. Like, maybe you're going to be for like an hour
That's
or two.
when, no, that's when you go, ooh, we have Uber though.
it's true. The Uber from one side of Perth to the other is a bit of a drive.
Oh, that's right, you're over in Perth.
I sure am.
So Sydney, Brisbane.
Oh, so shoeies are normal for you over
No,
there.
I'm...
Right, and fisting.
I'm about 3 hours north of Brisbane.
So okay, New South Wales, Queensland, WA, Victoria.
Yeah, yeah. All over the shop.
Hemp, how you going?
And I used to live in Ballarat, so
Oh yeah.
I used to be a Victorian.
I've lived all up the East Coast, but I'm settled here for the last couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I used to live in Queensland as well. I used to live in Coombaba in Queensland.
Oh, I don't know where that is. I lived in Townsville in Cairns, and
Yeah, okay.
there, and then also in New South Wales, Harvey Bay.
Oh, wait!
Yeah, Harvey Bay, dude.
Dude, I live...
Oh, connections are being made.
It's in Coffs Harbour. I was in Coffs Harbour for 2 years as well.
Dude,
Yeah.
when you were in town, like, how long ago?
I was only there for like 3 months, so it wasn't that long. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
an extended vacation. I went there and then I just got trapped for a little bit. And so I got out while I
Sorry
could.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either oldies or tourists here. I'm
Oh,
stuck
yeah.
here, sorry. Yeah.
It's
But-
alright. They were good people, but
Yeah,
God,
Doc.
never go there.
Just, I would say, run away
I'm
while you
sorry.
can. This is not a Christian podcast. Let's just say that. We've already discussed fisting, and like we've only been live for like 25 minutes. We've already talked about fisting and everything so far.
I was in Cairns like
Dorak, thank you so much for that
5
lovely
years
follow.
ago. 5 years ago.
I was innocent before this conversation. Really, really innocent.
Really?
Cairns is nice, but in the summer it is the absolute asshole of freaking
it's hot up there.
Queensland.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like Wollongong most of the time, and like during summer, it's lovely during winter and all that, but it gets a bit. It gets so warm. Actually, where I am now is worse because there's no beach anywhere, and it's just heat. Like,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You can go to Bondi.
I'm not going to fucking Bondi. I'd rather go down to Wollongong for like. I'd rather drive an hour to Wollongong and actually enjoy myself down there and have like tourists everywhere.
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
can't fucking
We
sell.
went to Bondi after we saw you, but just whatevs.
Hey, so Bintel was asking, "Hey, were you in Cairns 5 years ago, Larry?"
Yeah. Well, my dad's got a house up there, so I go up there every now and then. But I lived there about 5 years ago. Well, no, 6 years ago. I lived there for a year. So I moved around a lot as a young wee sock puppet. You know, but in my older mature years.
Don't ask how that happens. Don't ask about the biology of the puppet. It just happens.
Oh, I mean, I've got a story if you want to hear it, but no.
Oh,
Basically, long story short, my dad was, a little too keen with the socks in his youth, and lo and behold,
lot of friction going on.
The crustiest one survived.
This is in my final form.
What have I got myself into? Like,
What's up, Dorak? Good to see you, bud.
Because we're the four best friends that anyone can have.
I love this so much.
Oh, I
Okay.
like the Minecraft background. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I'm just here. I'm actually here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I
Mate,
exist in Minecraft.
so, Doc, honestly, we're not in
He's
Australia.
omnipresent.
We're on a server called Australia. It's just a virtual landscape. We don't actually exist. So you got like
No.
Nico in an absolute like he's just in a building. You got Larry in a fake
This is
fake
what-
bar.
This is like the island. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, and like
It both exists and doesn't
Warship
exist at
doesn't
the
even
same
exist.
time.
Warship doesn't even exist. He's
No.
just in a different plane of existence as far as we're concerned.
Exactly.
No,
And I'm just in a retroscape. I can't get out.
it's so uncomfortably close
Shit, I
right
can't-
then. Holy
I can't
shit!
go to the right one. There we go. There we go.
We
I
are.
just want to pat baby Yoda there.
I still haven't watched Mandalorian. I still
It's
haven't.
definitely worth it.
Yeah,
definitely
everyone
really
tells
worth
me
it.
is. I think. Well, I don't have a subscription, but I think I'm just gonna get the trial and binge it.
I would say so. FYI, my sister has it, and she's given me the password.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, Walt Disney. You're getting your fucking money out of me. I hate Walt Disney.
Someone's got opinions.
Oh,
I'm getting
you haven't heard my
myself.
you haven't heard my Star Wars opinions yet. I hate Star Wars. Hate it. Like I despise it.
Look at the hat on the head right now. Look at Nico's
I
hat.
know. Nico, I love you, but the hat has to go. Sorry.
Okay, we're back.
Good.
Hello.
Hello.
I am Nico's Russian cousin.
My red, white, and blue friend.
Actually, you want to see something really funny? There's a
Yes.
mark on my head from this Shankar.
I can barely see it. I can't even
Yeah.
see hair.
It actually, after a while, it's like a furnace. It just starts melting my skin.
Yeah, I get that. I get that with my the hat gimmick is that by the time we're kind of halfway through the stream, there'll have been, 10 or so ish raids, and every time we get a raid of more than 2 people, I put a hat on. So just as we're going, slowly but
two.
surely, we're just like
Oh wow.
add another one, and then all of a sudden I've got like 10 hats on my head, and it's fucking so hot. Like
Yep.
Oh, this thing
it
is.
is
I think-
ridiculous.
I think it was a Resident Evil 3 launch where I was doing the streams for Goa, and because Capcom had sent me the Resident Evil shirt and beanie, I had to, well, I didn't have
That's
to, but I
cool.
chose to wear that. And I'm sitting in, it wasn't here, but it was somewhere else where there wasn't like too good of an aircon, and the light was hitting me, and I'm just sitting here like, Holy shit, I'm so hot for this beanie. I'm so hot.
I
Just do it for the
regret
entertainment. Just do it for the entertainment.
Yeah.
Don't pass out.
So, funnily enough, if I don't wear a beanie most of the time, this green screen goes fucking mental. It thinks my head's like a void.
It's too shiny. It's too shiny.
Yeah.
It's a chrome dome, mate. Like, literally, like, it becomes like a void. Like, I could put like a green stick in there and just like be like a perfectly chrome.
I feel like we need a demonstration, Plugs. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh.
sorry, but we do.
That's not doing it this time.
Oh, it's working. Okay.
Hey.
I fixed it. I fixed it recently, actually.
Ah, well played.
I'm switching over to this
Resident
hat.
Evil. So Resident Evil.
Mm.
You, Plugs, you got your hands on the full copy, right?
Yeah. So Nico
Yeah.
though.
Super
Fuck
jealous.
you guys, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Hey, I reviewed it as well.
Yeah, he actually reviewed it.
Yeah.
Oh, he got it before I did.
Okay.
I
Even
got,
more jealous.
so I got it. So he got. How long did you have it in advance?
Over a week.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, the amount of things I have to like sit on and keep tight-lipped.
You know what's funny?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's same with me though. I must admit, I got the email at like 4:30 on that afternoon, and I rushed home, got everything set up, and then I'm like, oh, that's right. I put a tweet out like at 6:30, which I shouldn't have done. And, no! I had a tweet from from our contact saying, "Can you please remove that? Like, you know, it shouldn't be there." Like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Dude, you gotta read the emails.
I literally saw the email come in my email box and went, "Fuck it, I'm just going to do everything now at work."
Actually, should we be talking about this?
Yeah, probably not.
From the
But yeah, Resident Evil Village, I actually did
Yeah.
enjoy it.
It's
I enjoy it.
from what I've played so far, it's been pretty cool. Like, I'm enjoying it. I played 7 in one go, which I'm really happy I did because it was a really fun game.
I'm curious what you think
when-
of 7 because a lot of people that like 7 don't like Village. That's what I've found.
I like both.
Well, one of my mates is a Resident Evil diehard fan, and he had opinions. Like, I think he was about at the same stage as you were, Plod, in Village last night, and yeah, lots of opinions. Lots, like he sent me a list. But when I started playing Resident Evil 7, like not long after it came out, my mum, because I was living back with my parents at the time for a little bit, my mum actually laughed at me and made fun of me because I was scared of the old woman. I think it was like the first videotape. She's like, "Oh, you're running away, you're scared from the old woman." I'm like, "Shut up!"
I didn't rate no bit.
See,
What you say?
this is the thing though. Like, I don't get scared very often. Last night, I really shit myself over these fucking dolls. Like, I would like full drop the control and everything. Like,
Wait,
Yeah.
where did you get up to? Because actually, no, we shouldn't talk about
yeah.
spoilers.
Nope.
Spoilers.
Yep.
Spoilers.
There was a boss I was in part of, I was doing, and it wasn't so much a boss battle, but there's a couple of jump scares that keep coming up. And
I was first when they first came out.
Yeah.
Freaking terrified.
so for someone who doesn't get scared very often, I have never like dropped everything, just gone. I just had to pause it, drop the controller, and just go like this, like full panic, like.
No.
Okay, could you imagine someone like me who was playing a game that no one is allowed to know that you have, and you are screaming, you are swearing, you are saying all this sort of shit, and you're also wondering, what are they actually thinking?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
everyone on the outside thinking? Like, is he okay? That was also me. I remember Resident Evil 2 remake when that first came out. It was the middle of the night, and I literally screamed so freaking loud and swore. I thought someone's gonna come up to my little place and be like, "Are you okay?" No one did.
My favorite was. I still laugh at the Resident Evil 2. I'll do the refund until. Funnily enough, I did actually have one jump scare get me, and I forgot about it. So I played Resident Evil 2, the OG, back in the day. Went for the game, the remake. And I thought there's a part where the friggin' Mr. X bursts through the wall. It comes after you.
Yeah.
So I totally forgot about that. So I've gone through this, get onto the game, playing it. I've just gone and panicked and ran to the other room with the character, paused, walked away for like a minute, and came back and went... Nothing happened.
Me with every horror game, man. I don't handle horror, but
this thing,
I do like
I
story
can.
games. So if there's a good story, I'll play it, even though I'm kind of hating myself for it the whole time.
Yeah.
I love horror games. I love being scared. I don't get scared. As I said, I can still watch like a horror movie and just don't even feel anything. But jump scares, for whatever reason, if it's if it's not foreseen or there isn't any cue to it, there's always a cue.
Yeah.
There's always a formula for a jump scare. These just happen out of nowhere. It's when you're not expecting it.
Yeah. Well, that's why horror movies frustrate me, because the whole time I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? They frustrate me more than anything than scare me.
Why would you run in there?
Yeah, and the only ones I don't like is where they've got like kids or something being hurt. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
I just straight up can't watch them. But like gore and stuff, I don't mind. But horror games, for some reason, the immersion, it gets me.
Because you're basically in the driver's seat for that. That's the thing. It's...
Yeah.
I mean, for me, horror movies, they can't be too fucked up. But like, I want to be scared. But it also gets to that point where I sit there, I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
You're about to like, oh, there you go, you're dead.
See, my perfect... Oh, actually, I didn't remember that too.
Wait, what the fuck? Who timed me out? Screw you.
I feel like in horror movies and even in games, they aren't anywhere near as bad as long as they're supernatural. It's the ones where like some random person just breaks into your house at nighttime.
Right.
They're the ones that get you, like, because the thing that could actually fucking happen.
Yeah.
It's real, right?
My favorite movie, science fiction horror movie, would have to be The Mist, the remake.
Yeah.
Because the way it ends at the very end of that movie, when everything happens, and they do what the main character does what he does because he thinks that they're not going to survive. Then you see this whole convoy drive past him. Have you seen The Mist, by the way?
I haven't seen it. No.
Yeah, I have.
Do you want to? Would you like to have a spoiled or?
No. I'm not gonna watch it.
So you don't care if I don't? Do you want me to tell you?
I don't know if Nick does though.
No.
A second one. I'm just gonna find out how to turn off follow mode.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't care.
But for me, but for me, like the last interesting horror movie that I watched, because like for me at this point they have to be interesting. They can't just be there's murderers on the loose and everyone's gonna get stabbed and killed and brutally fucking fucked up. It was what was it? Don't Breathe? Something like that. Yeah. I saw that. It was like, this man is blind and these kids break into his house. And I'm over here like, yes! Like, give me that sort of shit. It's going to be messed up, but this guy, he cannot see, but he can hear you. But yes, give that to me.
Yeah,
and I'm also a fan of those movies that they go across like an entirety of a day or a night. So like it doesn't like it's not time lapsed over a course of a week or a month or so. Those ones that are like over a whole day. Yeah, I'm fans of. What the?
Holy dicks!
Yes.
Holy dicks!
Oh.
Hello.
What has this become?
No, that's nothing, man.
What has this become? Like this is.
Have you been working out? Like what's going on there?
You're definitely the Warship. You're definitely the most. You're definitely the most aesthetically pleasing here. I'll tell you now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, go back to being aesthetically pleasing then, shall I?
Thank you.
But no hats.
But no hats, yeah, no more hats. You see? You see?
Oh God. I love how we haven't even like done like an official question. We just got on this whole
We haven't
tangent.
started yet,
Yeah.
have we? No.
We haven't.
Not a single
No.
question. Not a single
Welcome to
one.
the pre-show.
You know what? I don't care that I've written up the whole thing. I don't care. If we're having fun, we're having fun. That's all I care about.
Exactly right. It doesn't matter about the rest, honestly. The rest is just what it is.
Oh God.
Someone has to be the resident meme around here.
Exactly. See, you have to keep the show going.
But every
Exactly.
time I hear that tune, I think of that Iggy Azalea song.
Right, yeah.
All right. By the way,
My world. Bitches.
drink number 2 is going to be opened right now. So FYI.
Get
I'm
in.
up to drink number 4. I'm just taking a break.
Get on it. I'm still cradling number 2. Like,
I've had like 2 before I even started. Before I even got on the camera with you guys before. Like,
I had one before I started, yeah.
I've been at work all day.
okay, fine.
I work in retail as well, so
Find
it's
work. Find work.
dealing with people.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Undercut.
There he is.
Yeah.
There he is. That's the guy I've been waiting to see.
Right? He had to come out sooner or later.
Oh yeah.
So what about these questions?
Well, let's.
Yeah, let's get into some of the hard-hitting stuff.
All right, let's start one. So, what has been one of your biggest challenges? The biggest challenges of being a content creator? Does the fear of cancel culture ever make you second guess just your content?
Who you
Fear
asking?
of cancer.
Everyone, all 3 of you. Let's go like a 4-way
but
going.
you have to.
But everyone just talk at once, all at the same time.
Yeah.
No, don't even care about what
Yeah.
anyone else is saying.
Okay,
Speak over it.
Nico, fine.
What was the question again?
Yeah, one more time.
For fuck's sake. Okay,
Once.
okay. So, shh. What has been one of the biggest challenges of being a content creator? Does the fear of cancel culture ever make you second guess your content? Nico, first off.
Well, I feel like I'm being cancelled because you can't even see me on air again.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Drag over there. Drag over there. There you go.
Don't be sorrow, Nico. Fuck him up.
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
Fuck me up, bitch.
Oi! Come at me.
Fight.
Come on,
Well
try
done, let's go.
and zoom in on yourself.
Fine, I will. I can't.
Can I? I've got an answer. I've got an answer. Can I answer? Oh, go for it, Nico. You got one.
Okay, so the biggest challenge, I've never really, like, had a challenge, like, actually, no. The classic case of feeling like I'm an imitator.
Oh, imposter syndrome. Yay.
100. Yes, imposter, yes. So,
Yeah, we all
because
get that.
I know, I'm not going to get to myself. I know I'm good at what I do, but at the same time, like, if I've ever been sent somewhere to do something to write about, or if I'm writing about, for example, Resident Evil Village before it's even coming out, I'm thinking to myself, why? Why me? Like, am I really, like, it took me, like, because I read things before I put it out. I'm like, this is a piece of shit.
Why not? That's what.
Why me?
you need to
Why
do.
am I doing this?
Yeah.
And then I read it afterwards. I'm like, you know,
Could be
I'm
worse.
actually good. Okay, it could be worse, but, you know, I'm actually good. But I get that imposter syndrome all the time.
Yeah.
That's the biggest challenge for me. I have to get over that hurdle. I've been doing this for coming on to 3 years next month, and I still think that I'm the worst at my job ever at all, even though people are telling me I'm good. I'm like, no, don't, no.
Congrats,
to these
man.
other people.
Good.
They're-
That's
yeah.
good. Good achievement.
But then the cancel culture part of the question, I always think about that. I've actually been thinking about that for the last couple of years. Now that more people know me, and I'm just like, I should probably watch what I say. Even though, like, I don't really think that I would say anything that would cancel me, but that's always in the back of my head. Like, don't go tweeting anything that, you know, could be offensive to this many people, because in a world like this, it could cancel you out completely. Like in regards to like game criticism, like I don't care. I'm a reviewer. I will say what I want to say about a video game. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I will say why. I don't care about that. In regards to everything else, I don't completely censor myself, but at the same time, I'm like, take it back a notch.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem as well, I must admit, because I just say whatever I care. I don't care.
And even when I come onto your stream as well, I'm just like, hey, Nico, remember, you are this person and you do things. Don't fuck it up.
That's the worst. It's like, I think people's perception, like, people are very hyper, like, high strung at the moment as well. At the last couple of years, like, because of COVID and all that. So everyone's looking for something to champion the cause. So if you say something even remotely offensive, like as a joke, even, it's taken out of context as well. But then, look, I understand people have their feelings and all that. I do try and cater to that as well. But I think the lesson is just, I know, like, do what you want to do, but then taking into account you might have to, that's what.
Different opinion on it, but I'll let you guys go first.
No, you go first. No, you go, Larry. Is that your turn now?
Well, so the question again was, what's the biggest challenges of a content creator?
Yeah.
I do get the imposter syndrome thing, but the fear of cancel culture, I have a different, approach to it. I don't have a fear of it. I would say no, I don't.
Yeah, well, see, I'm with you, Larry. Like, one of my things with Chris is literally love you long time, like son.
Yeah.
I could not give a shit, but then
I have a reason. I do have a reason behind it, because I'm not afraid of being canceled, because I know with everything, the way I approach everything, I'm always mindful of my words, and it's not in a fear of being canceled. It's rather, it's done because I genuinely don't want to offend people. And I think if you, like, think about it differently, it really helps with a lot. Like, I'll also add that, like, being a content creator has a lot to do with validation. So despite how humble a person may be, every artist wants to be loved and recognized for their work, right?
Yep.
Because it's nice to be liked. But as long as you come at it from a position of being upfront and genuine, I don't think you'll ever have a problem. And if you do, you'll know in your mind that you've always come from that spot, and I think the people will back you up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I try and present myself as just being pretty much on the ball, like open, honest.
Yeah.
Like, if I say something remotely,
open is the way. Genuine, I think, is
like,
the word.
like,
yeah.
You've seen me, like, on Twitter, like, literally just shit stirring people. That's how I am. That's how I'm here. That's how I'm on in real life. If people have a problem with it, fuck them. That's my thing.
Yeah.
But if they have, like, a genuine concern, like, if it does come across as racist, I'll go, okay, fair enough, or sexist, or whatever.
Yeah.
I like to try and at least cater to that to a degree. But then, like,
you don't want to go around being racist. That's not a good thing.
No,
I'm not saying that's a good thing.
No.
You don't want to go around harming people. But if you're doing something, you're just offering up your perspective, your opinions, and you're doing it from a place of good. It's never a wrong thing. And if your ability to recognize those things and recognize when you've done wrong and own up to that's what separates
having the ability
to
admit to, like, see faults and actually try and rectify them is something that I like to pride myself on having, because I like to see
this flamingo. Sorry,
buddy flamingo.
I'm trying to be serious, flamingo.
You trying to be serious here? My God.
I hope that makes sense. But
No, I agree with you as well. Like, that's definitely a thing, because say if I put like a swastika on my head and like went all full neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
There's no way of redeeming yourself. That is literally the end game. Like
Your actions,
Yeah.
that's you would look at yourself and go, oh yeah, I fucked up, I did.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then I'm sorry, but you're a bad person.
Yeah. So I always said, I've said this in the past, but be the person that holds the pillar up. Don't be the reason why the pillar exists in the first place. That goes for everything in my life. Like I hate people saying, oh, I expect this from people, or I don't care if I'm right. Like, I've said this. Doesn't matter. Try and like influence. If you want to have a positive impact, start on yourself and then work out from there.
That's a great approach. Yeah.
I know it doesn't really relate to the question so much, but it sort of ties in.
It does. It does, man. It's all relative.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. Warship. Let's do this. Your mic's not on.
Fuck.
Like fuck.
Fuck.
What a fuck.
See,
Absolutely.
what would it be amazing if we let it go for like 10 minutes and just went, hey,
And we're all here like,
Never did it.
oh yeah,
Yep.
I
Definitely.
totally agree.
Definitely.
yeah.
indubitably.
Was actually saying you guys have been streaming a lot longer than me, so you have a totally different perspective. Like,
Okay.
you've all been doing it a lot longer than I've been doing, as far as I'm aware. I've only been doing it for 10 months now. So for me, like, we've had pretty big growth straight off the bat.
Yeah,
and
You're doing
one of the
great,
major
by
yeah,
the
you're
way.
doing crazy,
Can I
man.
say that?
Thank you.
Can I say that? Yeah.
That's really, really kind. I really appreciate that. But I think one of the reasons that we've done well is because we live by a pretty simple philosophy, and that's that my streams are for everyone. So there's no bigotry, there's no racism, there's no sexism. We make a very clear point, that if you're going to start that shit, you're going to get hit. Like, we're going to, the band hammers are always constantly there. Like, I don't tolerate anything that excludes people. You know what I mean? Like, so I just don't. I refuse to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
I'm cautious of the things I say because I'm Australian and we say stupid shit all the time. But I don't let it manipulate me as a person. I just like to kind of think, it's all common sense and positivity, and I think that it's in itself, like, I would never personally say that I don't give a fuck if I've said the wrong thing, because I would definitely care about that. And I guess it's just a different experience between when I've started streaming in the last 10 months as opposed to everyone else who's had a lot more time to do it and have been through the ups and downs of it. I said the other day on off stream in a Discord chat that I was like, I think that the reason why I'm doing well is because I don't hate Twitch yet. And I think that a lot of people go through that where they get to a point where they're like, fuck this, it's not doing what I want it to do. I'm angry with it. I'm just going to do the shit for myself, and that's going to be how it is. And I think that the reason why I'm not at that point is because I'm new to it. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. And I think that shows, as opposed to people who have been doing it for a long time, you see them, their energy just falls out their ass. And then you get to the low energy streamer, which is a redemption on the channel. And it is so exactly right, because you'll get people and they'll just be and they'll be like, oh, hey man, how you doing? I've been streaming for 15 hours. I'll probably do another 10. And I don't think gives a fuck. I don't think the chat say, I'm not here for the chat. Playing games because I want to play games. Fuck them. That's something that we just don't have energy for with what we do, because it's very much about including everyone. Like, I read every message that comes in the chat pretty much as soon as it comes in. I'll stop the game to converse with people, and I don't know. It's just a really inclusive environment, and I guess that shows the difference, in when people start streaming. I don't fear cancel culture, but I understand it. I understand that, like, one wrong step, I've seen it cancel my friends,
Right.
And one wrong step can get you. And I would never want to be responsible for that. So,
But the thing I want to say is, you need to hold yourself accountable, because, and I agree with everything you're saying, and I feel like I kind of, and Plutsky as well. We all did. We all came from a certain perspective, as long it comes back to the as long as you know you at your heart, at your core, doing it for the right reasons. You know, you're not intentionally going out to harm or exclude or whatever it may be. If you somehow wind up in the situation where you're being cancelled, you can look back and go, I know I did everything I can up until this point. And you know, it's a different thing where if you know you're just going out there, you're faking it, it's none of it's real, none of it's genuine, and you can't turn around and go, oh, it's their fault because
it's society's fault, not mine. Where you have to look at it. It's not. That's not how that works.
I think you know when you're a fucking racist.
Yeah.
Like,
and you can't exactly hide it.
No. Yeah.
You can't exactly hide it behind a character either. Like you can't be like, oh no, that was a character. That was a character. It's like, but where did it come from?
Yeah.
It's Larry the Puppy, super racist, but you know, that's
no, I'm not.
Didn't mean that.
But no, you can't hide it behind like a persona or like because my character comes from wrestling and I played a racist.
Excuse me, did you play a racist?
I mean, there was a point there where I did,
You can tell when people aren't being genuine. You can,
100%.
No,
See,
and
my default mode is usually just apathetic, dead IT person who's just come home from work. So it just like this is me, like literally like, hey.
But the thing is, okay, you're still being true to you.
Yeah.
Like you can't help it if you're tired, man. We're all working hard. I mean, most of us. I can't speak for Nico, but most of us are working hard. And what? Oh, you still here, Nico?
Yeah.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
Buddy.
No, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going off tangent.
That's what this whole thing.
There's a podcast that I watch with very famous YouTube personality Trisha Paytas, and she, yes, frenemies. Yep.
Very nice.
Watch it weekly, and she said this week, like, you can't blame your shitty behavior just because of, like, for example, mental illness and all that stuff.
You can't use them as a crux. You have to take it like responsibility for it. It's like I know people who've tried using their autism as a way of getting out of like being racist. I'm like, how do you? That's why
it doesn't make sense.
No, it does not. Hence why I've now deleted them out of my life. I don't usually delete people or get rid of people, but no, thank you.
Good.
Alrighty.
I definitely think positive energy is the most important thing, and being genuine and true. So I'm getting rid of all the bottles that I've drunk already sneakily.
But
no, I
I will add with the positive energy thing. I was very much a cynic for a real long time. I still am in some cases. That's why I try to use the word genuine more often, because it's okay to be overtly positive. That's a good thing, you want to put out good energy to attract it and all that nonsense. But so it's okay to be a little bit over the top sometimes. But you really want to stay genuine underneath all that, because people can tell when you're faking. And so if you anchor it all in being genuine, it's okay to be over the top and like inclusive and all that good stuff. That's all good, but just make sure you anchor it in genuinity.
I mean, I come across as over the top a lot because I'm energetic, and like especially when like a raid comes in, I'll put another hat on my head. I'll be like, all the kind of stuff that you do, and then we'll do like the intro bit where I play like 10 different intros, and like there's a whole thing.
Close. I was like, I want to steal it, but with two.
But it comes across as really disingenuine, but
Sorry. You go, bless you.
No, you're all good. I couldn't hear you for a second, so it kind of cut out a little bit. I wasn't sure if what was going on there, but
It's good.
yeah, it is crazy, but it's definitely still like if you spend time like a moment afterwards, you see that like that's just like a way to get people, you know, I love this. This is crazy. What's this guy doing? And then they see the real person afterwards, you know, and I think that's really important.
All right, so we're all happy with the question, the answer?
Oh yeah, dude.
I think so.
Yeah.
We went off on tangents.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Anchor Club.
next question:
Go.
Is wrestling really fake?
Oh, fuck.
So he has to bring out the big boy belt. Really? Really?
Worship, where's the hat? Where's the hat? Come on.
What's that? Oh, yeah,
And the sane. The sane.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Yep.
That? There you go. But no, the question, the age-old question, is wrestling fake? So here's the thing. For those who don't know, I wrestled for around about 15 years in total. And I wrestled all over Australia. I wrestled for every promotion, every major one that's here, in front of thousands and thousands of people. I wrestled Supernova almost every year it was here. And at the Supernova shows, there's like, you know, 20,000 people at any given time. Like, you know, yeah. And either cosplayers either really love what we do or they really hate it because they're like, you know, they're either really snobby about it or they're really like inclusive about it. But yeah, I did that for a long time and it was all I ever wanted to do. It was all I ever wanted to be. My very first match, the guy picked me up, put me in the corner, whipped me to the ropes and hit me with like a leg lariat. It dislocated my jaw. He picks me up and he's like, "Are you okay, kid?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Good." Bang, in the jaw again. He's like, "Welcome to wrestling." Puts me in the corner. Bang, bang. A few more things. And yeah, that was my first experience with wrestling. Since then, I've got a broken thumb, which has a scar there from, there was a spear that I did because that was my finisher. And I hit a spear through a table and it went, and there was this finger here, which only closes that much as opposed to that. And that's because I took what's called a Death Valley driver on the apron of the ring. And that's the hard part. Yeah. So he grabbed me while he was standing and he fell off the ring and he like bang like that to me. And this finger, it broke like that. Yeah.
Oh, no.
In that same match, that was 6 minutes into the match. We wrestled for 22. So yeah, the thing about wrestling is there's like you can't stop it just because you're hurt. So at about 10 minutes in, 12 minutes in, he put me upside down and spun me and kneed me in the face and broke my nose and blood everywhere. And about 16 minutes in, he's a southpaw. He whipped me to the corner. He used to this spot where he would like scream, run, stop, and then punch you in the face. You know, the comedy thing. Yeah, but because I'm used to right-handed punches, and with the right-hand punch, you kind of lean in to give the neck so that when they hit, it looks good.
You
so
led the wrong way.
I lean in like this, and his left hand comes in this way, and it cracks my orbital bone like completely. And then we still had like 4 minutes or 5 minutes in which I won the match because I was supposed to, because that part isn't real. But, but yeah, like so. But to tell me it's not real, if you think about like that as one example in many years, Mr. Juicy, Gino Gambino, he's commentator for New Japan. He's in a lot of people's streams. Him and I had a match very early on where he hit me with a walking crutch wrapped in barbed wire.
Fun.
That caught me right in the forehead and put a big old cut here, bled everywhere. I had a match in Queensland where against a guy called Mad Dog, who's a hardcore kind of expert here in Australia. He got a packet of chicken skewers and he put it on the top of my head like that, and then like that, and then he lets go, and it's like this. It's just like wood going like this all out of my head.
Warship, remind us how long you did this for?
Like 15 years, yeah.
So Basically, would it be?
Warships over here like wrestling's fun.
Yeah.
So my question is, would it be better to self-flagellate than do wrestling?
I mean, yeah, honestly, I might as well just sat there just peeling skin off. It would have been probably an easier time of things. But in that same match, I headbutt him with them all on my head as well. So as he turned around again, I headbutt him and they all flew everywhere. In that match, there were thumbtacks in here and in here and in this ditch here. About 10,000 of them. The finish of the match was brutal. It had me with a figure 4 leg lock on him, and then one of those hand claw things, these ones, his balls, twisting it like that, and we were in thumbtacks at the time, and that was the finish of the match. Tapped out to that.
This sounds like a low-key dungeon torture BDSM thing.
Yeah.
This is wrestling. This is wrestling. Oh, yeah, keep going. Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I guess to cap it all off,
I'm getting off right now. Just go.
It's not really all of it, you know. Like there are
one of my hands.
I wasn't gonna go there, but Larry did.
Yep.
There are hundreds of stories like that just from me, and they are far worse and far better as well. The worst one was when I was just walking to the shops in April of 2019, and I went to reach out to grab a trolley, and my arms didn't move. And then I went to the doctor, and they were like, "Hey, guess what? You've got a really broken neck. I don't know how you've been walking around for the past couple of days."
When you kind of moved on from wrestling?
Yeah. So I went, and the C4 to C7 were completely destroyed, essentially. So,
So that's why you're streaming now.
Yeah. So they put robot shit in. They pulled my spine out about 10 months after I had the diagnosis. They put a bunch of robot stuff in there, sewed me back up, and I did nothing until like July of last year, and that's when I started streaming. But that was really. When people ask me if wrestling's fake, the answer really is but I broke my fucking neck for it. So how fake can it really be?
I've done wrestling in the past when I used to play rugby. I did as a part of my training.
Is that what you called it?
Yes. In the Greek bathhouse.
Rugby boys.
But no, I've dislocated both my shoulders. Some guy decided to think he was funny and tried to get me the powerbomb. I used to be a lot lighter. 6'5" monster just went and literally grab me, powerbomb me on my head, and my neck went out the other way.
Did he mute himself?
Sorry. Push the talk on.
It's not just me.
Yeah. So I've been thrown up. He's wanted to do the powerbomb, hit me dead on. My neck's gone out, and both my shoulders went out at the same time. So both shoulders were dislocated.
Yeah, because if you're break falling like that because you don't know what to do, as you've come down, your elbow, your hands have probably hit first, and it's just popped both of them out like that.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're falling, you're thinking, "What am I doing with my life? Like, what can I be doing right now?"
Well, I was concussed to the point where I didn't know where I was, and I was trying to
Also, my dick is right in his face right now. Right in his face.
Also, plot.
Nice.
Like all I thought was, I can't feel anything. Where am I?
I've had about 9 of those. I figured out the other day. You're not supposed to have.
That whole time, Plod's got that music goes. And then all of a sudden it's just all of a sudden it's ambulance. It's like what just happened?
Honestly,
respectful teabag. You always gotta.
This one.
You have to have consent for the teabags. Thank you very much these days.
Oh yes, always get consent, but it's respectful, so it's fine.
Always the thing with power bombs, because a power bomb, you grab them, you put their head between your legs first, you grab them under the waist, you pick them up, and as you pick them up, their legs flick
and then
around there, and then you got dick right in the face, and then you throw them back down. But you don't have to chew. Like, you don't have to bite on. You can, but you don't have to.
It's optional, but it's
no
recommended.
teeth. No teeth, please.
Yeah.
It's all gums,
in your mouth.
All mouth, no teeth.
I mean, what else am I to do?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
I mean, we get a lot of you get a lot of things like like we're obviously very powerful LGBT community when it comes to the streaming side of things, but you get a lot of conversation with around wrestling like, oh, you do that gay shit, especially in Australia. Like that's the thing that people will just immediately go to. Like that is
Macho
that
man bullshit,
and
man.
is wrestling real are the two questions. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, who gives a shit? Are you having fun? Are you doing an actual? Are you doing a sport?
Well.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that like obviously it's not a derogatory term anyway. But outside of that, it's like yeah, sure, I might be wearing like skin tight lycra. You might be able to see the outline of my penis, but that doesn't mean that what we're doing is explicitly like homosexual or anything like that. But that's the first, especially in Australia, that's the first reaction to everything.
What do you think gay people do in their spare time?
Right.
Wear lycra and wrestle around each other on the. What?
Yeah, well,
naturally, of course, my mistake.
Of course, that's how.
I mean, never mind.
I mean, that's apparently how all gay people like mate. They wrestle each other and it's a show of dominance. What the fuck?
You get them back.
No, I'm on top.
You're a bad guy in wrestling. You get to get people back, though. You get to give them a good serve as a bad guy. Like,
the heel.
What was your like persona? What was your?
So,
yeah,
my wrestling name was the Warship as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was a heel, a bad guy for most of my career. And we kind of had like this pseudo goth / anonymous kind of character. When I came to EPW, the character was that I was coming to overthrow the government of the company because the company was corrupt. So I would come out with an anonymous mask and spear people and do these ones. And like there would be promos on, and all of a sudden, and it would be like me with like a sitting there with like a paper with demands and all that kind of stuff on it, and like the triangle on the eye and all that kind of stuff. And like that was the main sort of character I had. As I progressed into being a good guy near the end of my career, I started to essentially be Junkrat from Overwatch. My whole character, it was a tag team called Mayhem, and at the start of it, even it had like, "It's a perfect day for some mayhem" at the very start, and we did a thing where I would like whip him at them in the corner, and then he'd do like a catapult, like a somersault, and I'd be like, "Fire in the hole!" And like the whole.
I hung out with Roadhog. I forget his name, but I hung out with him. He just happened to like wander in with a bunch of his friends into the bar I was at.
That's so good.
So good.
I can't as a bad guy,
he was such a cool guy. Yeah.
It's really, really good to just walk up to like someone who's booing you, and just really casually just walk up and then because if you make one person boo, the whole crowd will boo. You have to make them hate you, though.
It's that mob mentality, dude.
Well, isn't that the job of a heel, though, to basically make them all hate you? Then.
Oh yeah, and they don't want to hate you. You have to make them hate you. So I would walk up to like a kid, and then look at his dad, and look at the kid, and be like, "Hey, I will piss in your mum," really softly. And then just walk on and just watch as the boos just chorused around. And like that's all I have to say.
And that is the reason why it doesn't wrestle anymore. I will piss in your mom.
Just the
holy shit.
The thought of like a floppy penis being like crammed into someone to piss, like that was all it took.
That's not how it happens.
Wow.
But that's how it was. Like, and then that would be it, and the whole crowd would be off.
That is not a phrase I've ever said.
So,
what was it? Scary Movie 2, where Brenda and her boyfriend are on the bed, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna piss on your face. I'm gonna shit in your mouth." He's like, "Whoa. Too dirty?" Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But yeah, like
what are we talking about again?
Yeah.
I could sit here and talk to you about this all day.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's another episode.
I wasn't here for a lot of the pre-show, but did you guys say you were going to PAX?
Well, you know, I'm going to PAX.
I know Bloodski is. That's are you
won't be,
two going at
unfortunately.
all? Or? Yeah,
It's too far for me, and it's gonna cost too much.
I get
Yeah,
that.
that's-
I'm here already, so it's easy for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm driving down there, so in the
yeah.
Rex.
It's kind of my
Oh wait, you're
situation
in
too.
Sydney, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
For me,
Another
like,
time then. Another time.
oh, for sure, I'm planning on coming down a whole bunch. But for me, going to Melbourne is really expensive. It costs me less money to go to Bali than it does to cost me to fly to Melbourne from here.
Really?
Facts.
It does, yeah. It costs you less to get there than it does to get
okay.
to Melbourne. So maybe we just all go to Bali instead.
Yeah, let's go Bali.
Let's
Well,
do that.
hopefully
Let's
I'll
do
be
a
coming
big streamer meetup in Bali. That'd be freaking
Hell
sick.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like
Hopefully, I'm coming to Perth later this year.
Yeah, sick. We'll definitely
Sweet.
catch up too. But yeah, most of my family still lives in Melbourne, so I do periodically go there as well.
Yeah, well, if
I
you're,
would have loved to go
ever
to
in
PAX.
town, message me. Let me know, and
Yeah,
we'll
for
catch
sure.
up. That'd be great.
I would have adored to go to PAX because I was like, yeah, I'm streaming, it's doing really well. Wouldn't it be great to go there for the first year? And then it was just like we had to move, and there was like one thing after the other. Got a baby on the way, and it's just
Oh,
just a
congrats,
little bit too
congrats.
much money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
I absolutely get that, man. But I highly recommend it for any streamers in Australia. PAX is the place to be. Like, it's just like you meet everyone, put faces to names. It's honestly one of the best bits. Like, I love PAX in general, like everything about it. But for me,
Yeah.
the meeting the people was just above and beyond. It's so good.
There's
Yeah.
so many people I want to meet. The one thing I don't want to do though is the 3-day pass because I know so many people as well who they get to day 3 and they're absolutely exhausted.
yes.
Yeah.
Or try and do that with a concussion.
I got the 3-day, but you have to keep in mind that it's impossible to experience the whole thing in one day. But you don't have to go all 3 days.
Yeah.
That's the other
I'll
thing.
say
So if you get the early birds,
Get
grab the
Friday
3 days.
and Saturday. Definitely.
Yeah.
Sunday's like the day where everyone, or even like the partners go walking around. And like I think I've talked to like at random Nazy was just walking through. I'm like, hey Nazy. She's like, oh, how you going? It's
Yeah,
like,
I missed Nazy last time I went, but I so many people. It's the same thing. It's just like running into people.
Well, yeah, like-
so great.
like us two met up during the
Yeah.
Saturday, and we just
Yeah.
hung out and ate food at like 10:30 at night, just at an Indian
so
restaurant.
good. Yeah, I need more of that in my life.
Yeah, well, hey, when I'm down there during the week, we're gonna get some nugs, bitch.
I'm all about that. Let's do it. Let's go, bitch.
You better nugs, bitch.
100 nugget challenge puppet edition.
Shit, yeah, I'm down for that. I'll do that. I love me some nugs.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I've done that twice, and I've regretted every single time. Both times I've regretted that massively.
yeah.
hey, Plod, tell us about the 100 nug challenge.
Up to number 60, it's all smooth sailing. 61, it's just like this huge hurdle you have to jump, and then number 89, you hate yourself.
Yeah. Plod's like, I have to go to the bathroom right now. Excuse me.
No, I didn't puss out.
You had to take a bathroom break, I know that.
Yeah, the first time and the second time.
Views.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure it was the second time.
The KFC nuggets were actually better, by the way. I will die on that hill. KFC nuggets are better than McDonald's.
It's easier or
They're smaller, but they're also a lot less greasy.
right.
KFC nugs have like that skin that exists outside the nugget, from my memory. Like they're kind of
Yes.
like
Yeah, it's
a
like
floating
separated.
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what was worth it? Watching the person's face, having to bring him out to my car, because I went for the drive-through, and actually said, hey, can I get 100 nuggets? 106 nuggets. And she looked at me like, are you fucking kidding? Like, nope. And watching her bring like bags of these nuggets, I think it was like 120 nuggets I ended up ordering. She bought them in and she's like, she literally just looking at me going,
Don't you wish you could, like, do a zoom in on your face and just, like...
yeah. I wish I could, but yeah, the other one has been taken up now, so.
My favorite experience with ordering from McDonald's. I used to like tour around with bands and things like that. And one of the guys from one of the other bands, it was very late. I mean, long story, but we were all heading home, very drunk. We were heading back to his place because we were staying at his place. And we caught a cab. And we went. He's like, "Oh, let's go through the drive-through on the way back." And we went through, and he spent about $100 on McDonald's breakfast, and he just got, like, I don't know how many, but just like so many hash browns and like sausage and egg McMuffins and all of it. And they came out with like, I want to say like 15 bags of stuff. And we just took this. There was only 3 of us. Bear in mind, we gave like 4 bags to the cabbie because
Holy shit!
And,
I think my best mate.
We sat there with this pile on the table in front of us and just looked at it for a good hour.
I'm pretty sure my best mate and his brother ordered like 30 hash browns one day. I was just like,
Yeah.
I can top that. I can top that straight away. I had to order for the office one night. We were there doing work on they were doing the power down for the night, so we ended up having like 4 or 5 people eating. $280 worth of McDonald's.
Jeez.
that doesn't
No
surprise
way,
me.
dude.
No, but you should see my Uber Eats order. It's just me. I'm like, I want this, this, and this, but I could be a little bit more hungry, so I might get that. $50 later just for me. I'm like,
Look with your eyes.
I should also add.
yeah, my mom constantly telling me my eyes are bigger than my belly. I'm like, shut up. I could be hungry later.
Yeah.
I should add that when I ordered those nuggets from KFC, I did it at 9 o'clock. They closed at 10. They apparently had. Yeah. So.
You're the worst.
Yeah.
You're a prick.
Yeah. No, it could have been worse. It could have been Q2.
Yeah.
Could I have 100 nuggets, please?
But that's the thing. I actually put I put a pre-order. I put an internet order in for it. So with McDonald's, I actually paid in advance, like a day in advance. And I said like 10 o'clock. I'll be here. I'm waiting at 10. So obviously they fucked it up and didn't do it till 11, which was I was meant to jump on stream and do the whole challenge, and I had to explain to everyone, "Hey, I'm going to be late by like an hour. Sorry." But then KFC put an order in. They cancelled the order. I drove and said, "Oh, all right, can I get 100 nuggets?" And they looked at me like, "Why?"
Why though? I just don't have it in me to do it. I just don't.
I want to do the 100 nugget thing, but I know I'm going to be like Plod, where it's just going to reach a point, and then it's going to reach that bonus point where I'm like, no one comes to the toilet.
All right, I'm just going to put a photo into Discord very quickly. Sorry, sorry for the cameras.
You're good.
I'll be right back. Can I just duck away quickly? I'm just getting called away.
For me, when it comes to this stuff, is that I don't want to be that fat guy that's always crying on the internet. What's his name? The one who does like the mukbang, and you're like,
oh yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. And like, there's a real genuine fear.
Mukbang, by the way, just throwing that out.
Yeah, me too. There's a real genuine fear about eating food on stream because I don't want to be that guy. I don't actually eat poorly at all. Most of the weight that I've got on at the moment is a result of not being able to do anything after having a life of training like 6 days a week for 2 hours a day at least. Like, so
mine's just depression.
Well, like
Whoa.
that's very deep. Out of nowhere.
I comfort eat a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say wow.
But like for me, I don't even eat that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I don't go crazy on it. I think like the worst thing we've ever done is me and my mate Heavy B. That was his name because he was heavy. Me and him, we got together and we had.
Heavy and skinny. Fun fact: 60 kilos.
Jeez. I watched him eat 2 pounders in a row. I had 1, but he had 2. So that's like 8 quarter-pounder patties in 2 different burgers.
Is that legal?
Yeah, they're like
with all the meat and everything associated with it, and all the cheese and everything like that. It's like the Red Dwarf sandwich. You have to eat it before the bun dissolves. It literally starts to dissolve from the fat.
Oh,
It's fucked. it's fucked. And watching you eat two was rough.
I've done so around
Hey,
my.
Claude,
Yes.
what did we have for lunch that time? That
Oh, the
we-
HSP.
Yeah, that just sounds like two very, very large HSPs.
Yeah, but, you know what's funny? That place is now closed. They actually closed.
I know. And do you know what's funny? Me and Poppy were very, not ill, but just, we had very sore bellies after that.
Yeah, well-
and the next morning, having to go to the airport, I'm like, can we hold like 5-10 minutes, maybe?
Yeah. So
I'm like, fuck you, blood.
yeah, you know what's funny? I had to go to work the rest of the day and like. Yeah. So what?
I'm back.
So what I put in chat is basically what that was me on Nug 89 on the first
Oh,
time.
good. You're definitely regretting life. Definitely regretting everything about existing.
Yeah, but
It's just that background music of just Enya, and you're just like, it's about to end.
yeah,
It's about to end. And
basically-
then all of a sudden, actually, no, I'm good. I'm good. We got 20 minutes in
I
us.
don't make that
Did you-
scene anymore. No.
I like how this is.
Wait.
I like how this whole podcast we haven't really done all that much, just talk. There's no-
So-
It's
and
been
that's
great,
fine.
More
though.
questions.
It's been great. It's been great.
That's all
I
it needs to be.
don't know, Mr.
Hey,
Smith.
this reminds me of the time I went to see Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes like 6 years ago at the Tivoli, and he was like, "We're doing a Q&A, but my answers go for really long, so we might not have time for everyone's questions. Literally, time for one question."
One big question. Yep.
I was
That
like,
sounds right.
I'm over here like, I wanted to ask.
All good, Dono.
what
Thanks
kind
so
of.
much for the follow. Thanks so much.
I wanted to ask
Hey.
him what sort of taboo taboo subject you were going to cover in Clerks 3. But no.
Well, they sort of peaked when they had donkey fucking. So
We're back
wait,
on the
wait.
bestiality.
We're on-
It took us an
we're-
hour and a half to get back onto bestiality.
We're on Twitch, Plod.
Wait, who
We
did
talk
you,
about
who did you
we
talk
met
to, Nico?
sexy Kelly and the sexy stud. What?
Who were you talking to?
Who was I talking to?
yeah,
Yeah.
I know this is.
Who were we
what?
just talking about? Who were we just talking about?
Kevin Smith.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where has disappeared?
I'm back.
Yep, there
I'm
he
back.
is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm here.
All right, let's have another question. Let's pick one out at random. If you could ever have a conversation with someone, any celebrity or musician that's dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Oh, we
Fuck,
got
that's a shit
dark
question.
questions. Can we go back to the regular questions?
Fine. All right, we'll go dark then. Yeah.
Oh,
No, that was a dark question.
No. This is the dark question. If you
Yeah,
could-
that's what I meant. Like, go to the regular question.
Okay, so if you could ever meet or resolve any famous murder cases, what would it be?
Oh, wait, that was a dark question.
That was a
Okay.
dark question.
What? Where did you pull this out of, Plod?
This is between Carmen Lupita and Polish and I, and then one guy asked, "Oh, if you do this, how would you do it?" And I'm like, I'm thinking like, you know, JFK.
I'm over here.
and
I'm
then,
over here like,
JFK
what kind of
is a good
celebrity
one.
death
JFK
happened
is a
that
good
we
one.
got to
Yeah,
resolve?
no,
Like
Polish-
Brittany Murphy dying in a
Yeah.
bathtub? Like, what?
Polish
Kurt
came
Cobain.
up with a good one.
Oh yeah, Kurt Cobain's a good one as well, actually.
Because that one, you know, you still don't know. We still don't know. Did he just shoot
Courtney
himself in the
Love?
head? Who
It
knows?
was straight up Courtney. It was straight
Well,
up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Polish came up with a good one. The Zodiac Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Zodiac is great.
The Black Dahlia?
Yeah. I feel like those ones though. I like that they're unsolved because there's this whole.
That's the thing.
mystery around
Would you
them.
want to?
Yeah.
Would you want to actually solve them?
ruin it? Yeah.
Hugh
They
Hefner?
died for us. You know,
See, Jimmy
for
Hoffa.
my entertainment.
Jimmy Hoffa was a good one actually, because he
Yeah.
just disappeared, as far as they're aware.
Like Elvis or what was his name? The politician from Australia who died on the
Harold
in the
Holt?
water?
Oh, yes.
Harold Holt.
Tupac.
Yeah, yeah. But that's just
That's not
drowning,
a-
I think.
Didn't
Yeah.
they also do that to Harold and Neighbours?
For real?
Harold. Okay, so apparently Harold, quote unquote,
No.
drowned, went
Really?
swimming, drowned, and then all of a sudden he's come back.
Okay.
Now we've cracked it. We've cracked it, neighbors.
I'm getting
Davis was behind
I'm getting
it all.
past one here. Madeline McCann. Like that's one.
Oh,
The girl, the kid who just disappeared one day out of the bed.
yeah.
Azaria Chamberlain.
I'd say
Toussaint.
Nicholas the
I don't know,
First.
man. It's a weird question.
It is weird, but
There
it was this dark one I have.
No, I
so
like
that-
it. I like it. There was this. There was
Larry
this
likes
one
it.
murder. I don't know how well known it is. John Bennett Ramsey,
Ooh,
Uh,
I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
and her story was really weird because she. So for those who don't know, she's this little girl. I want to say like 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah, and the
She
parents.
disappeared in her own family home, and it was
Yeah.
like weird circumstances because, the family didn't even search the family home to begin with. There was like this weird ransom note that appeared like 12 hours after the kid disappeared, and
Yeah.
the whole thing was weird. So that would be cool to like find out
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
happened.
Just to actually know the
I
answer.
feel like someone.
Yeah.
I feel like someone's going to come across plot stream and be like, "Can you delete this?"
Hey,
FBI. Open
The
up.
FBI.
We are clearing your channel now.
Fight me, FBI. Yeah, it's.
I
right.
mean, even things like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
From
Yes.
Well,
all
apparently he's been
known
exonerated. Last week he
Yeah.
was exonerated, which is really rare.
laws. Oh, for real?
Wasn't that the M word accusation?
Yes, because the
Yeah.
two that basically the two people who had that documentary back in 2019 actually made it so that they basically were trying to make money off it. That's as far as they can
Right.
tell. And
And one of them was Australian.
yes, which is another thing too.
I think I'd be more interested in the circumstances surrounding like his actual death, because there was a lot of weird
Yeah.
stuff there too,
Yeah,
where it was
the
like,
doctor
oh,
and
the doctor gave the wrong drug, and then it didn't,
Right.
and then yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be really interesting to hear that too.
I'm more concerned. Yeah, I'll be more interested in seeing what happened to, like, say, who was that Viking? Oh, was it the Viking king who died from being bitten by a corpse? Or I can't remember his name.
Wait, what?
Yeah, do you know about the story about
What?
that? So,
No.
You had me at Vikings and being bitten by corpses like zombies.
so
Zombie shit going on.
yeah, so apparently
Are you playing too much Resident Evil?
one of the kings of
Saw
England,
MJ
or one of
says,
one of
That's
the
kind of cool.
during the
Yeah.
10th century, some king died from a septus wound. Apparently, as they say. Oh, Bruce Lee. Will be number one.
Bruce Lee's one.
Oh,
Brandon Lee is
Oh,
another one.
Brandon
Yeah,
Lee.
Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee's number
Brandon
one.
Lee. You mean the one that
Brandon Lee
was
getting
shot with
shot?
a
Know what
Like-
happened with Brandon though? Like,
That was a more. I would say that's more.
and it would be cool. It would be cool.
Like, sure, if it was a
Chaos
plant,
Ball.
sure, but then I don't think it was. I think that was an actual accident.
Yeah.
Have we
It's
taught,
just
we,
weird
have we
because
turned
I'm
into a
I'm
Shane
not
Dawson
that
YouTube
of
channel? Conspiracies.
Yeah. Conspiracy.
It's conspiracies.
You know what I've been wanting to do? I've been wanting to do those, like, for some reason, YouTube has been recommending all those, like, abandoned location exploration things to me and, like, paranormal.
Oh my god, I love abandoned places.
I would love to do that, like, for real. Just, like, me and my
Ah, that's a cute.
friends.
Can we go?
Shit, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
The big surprise was the abandoned Big Brother house.
Really?
What's
Yeah,
that?
like not the one that's happening now, obviously, but the
Yeah.
one before that got completely abandoned, completely trashed.
What, so they didn't clean up? They didn't use it for something else?
Nope.
Why?
Nope. People have gone in there. So
that's
many people have filmed their TikToks and Instagrams and YouTube channel like episodes in there. They don't care, obviously. Like, it's off of Dreamworld, I think,
Oh,
still.
it's off Dreamworld. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like, not directly off of it, but you explore enough of it, and yeah, people can just walk in there and
That's
continue trashing it,
such a
spray painting it.
waste. Like it's a massive
Yeah.
waste.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, exactly. So obviously they're doing it somewhere completely different now. I actually am
Yeah.
doing too
I have
much.
no idea.
no, I don't watch reality TV anyway, so
Mm-hmm. I very rarely watch it. I very rarely watch normal TV anymore. It's either Twitch or
all
it's
this, yeah.
like Netflix or Disney Plus or Stan. Like not really normal TV. I don't remember the last time I sat down and watched like normal television.
And if I do, it's just like these periodic, like little binge I'll do of a few shows, and or
Yeah.
I just end
Yeah.
up watching the same shows all the time, and I
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like,
it's funny.
push myself to watch other stuff. Twitch is kind of my only outlet for that.
Mhm.
YouTube as well for me.
Oh, YouTube, yeah. But I mean, with YouTube, I watch the same thing all the time. Whereas Twitch, I'll like push myself to go watch
New
people
people.
that I don't normally watch.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Speaking
I'll
of-
always watch like certain creators definitely on YouTube.
Don't mind.
Yeah.
What's so with streaming and stuff, where do you all get your inspiration? I'm curious.
So
Yeah.
with me, it's been a lot of a mix. Like I just watch people and go, "Oh, that's really cool. That's a good idea."
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
so when I play a game, like I'll give you a bit of a shout out to Monolith with how he does things.
Yeah, I
So-
know him.
So he plays a game, like a whole series. I'll try and do a whole series and play that through.
I can't get the straw.
Good.
Sorry,
Oh, Nico's dead.
Nico's ran off.
I'll always remember Nico. I'll always remember him.
But like
Man,
what really one thing I did steal from him, I will say this. When a cutscene comes in, I will go fade to just the game screen, nothing else, except for my little tag down the bottom. That's something I would. Ooh, that's really cool.
my friend Reaper Babe
Yeah.
she does that as well. So she's really into like she plays a lot of SWOTOR, like it. You guys know Star
Mhm,
Wars
mhm.
Yeah,
Online? Yeah. The Old Republic. She plays a lot
really
of
wish I could get
right
into it.
into role play, and whenever there's a cutscene, she just straight up doesn't answer chat, and her mods will be like, "Oh, hey," because she really gets invested in the story, and I thought that was just something kind of nice. Outside of that, she's very interactive, but it's
Yeah.
just like
Mhm.
she's in the moment, she's really taking it all in, and that's kind of cool.
well, that's why I've basically made it so that you don't hear me, you don't hear any alerts, you don't hear any sounds or anything except for the game, nothing else.
Mhm.
I'll try and not chat with people, like talk. I'll try and chat, like type in chat.
Yeah,
But otherwise, yeah, there's a point where like I want people's investment in the story to go into the game, not in me just going.
yeah.
'Cause it looks boring. Like
Yeah.
like with
My-
Village.
My main reason I asked this was because I get a lot of inspiration from outside of Twitch, and I'm just
Yeah.
curious if other people do as well.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, I
Sometimes I do.
definitely
It depends on if I see something that I like. I'm like, oh, how can I replicate that? In OBS. Like I haven't got a lot of time. Like a lot of time, I don't have time to sit down and go, oh, boom, 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 boom. Like I've got a notebook somewhere. You'll find it
Yeah.
somewhere. That's just stuff
Also,
I've written
what was
down.
the question?
Inspiration on how you stream.
Oh, actually,
See.
while I was gone, I thought, okay, I have a very similar question as well.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess for me at the moment, it's probably really easy to see it if you know like YouTube content because my border with the anchors everywhere, it's very similar to what like the biggest single form YouTuber on the platform does. The background itself right now is straight up just Jack's Sick Eyes background for the lols. And we do content when I do a lot of like new or old games. I do a lot of stuff that say people like Markiplier have done in the past. Things that are
I really
we
like
played-
that actually, and I've got a reason. But keep going.
yeah, for sure. The reason that I personally do it is just because the formula works so well for them, and it has been long enough in a lot of those things that it allows me to then kind of reimagine it and re-explore it again. And on top of that, it breeds familiarity because at the same time it's like, oh, this is content that I already kind of in vibe, and it's a new version of it. You know, it's a new format to it. So when I do. You know, even with when it comes to the intro bit, you know, when I'm like, hey, roll the intro, the first one is this one, and you know, it's almost always that one because it definitely kind of it's funny.
Yeah.
I think
I loved all of this. Your intro thing, I love it so much because it was exactly that. It was the familiarity. Like I saw Game Grumps in there, PewDiePie. I can't remember what others, but. There were like there's so many things like I'm drawing parallels to, and instantly like hooked because I'm like, oh, this guy likes things I like. That makes me
exactly
yeah. And then you got people like me who just sit there and like let music play for like 5 minutes and go, oh, hey guys, what's up?
Hi guys.
That's a whole nother thing, mate. Like there's a reason we're all here tonight and like on your show, and. It's because of you, like
yeah, exactly right.
Like I'm pretty casual with my stuff. How I do stuff. Mate. Apparently, I've been told to actually do that again, like record it and redo it as like, mate. What the fuck are you doing, mate? Mate.
I just love when you say mate. Like the other night when I raided you, I didn't realize it was on follow mode or whatever. But I was like, spam the words mate because I just want to hear Pod
mate.
I when it comes to like inspiration outside of it though, like you've probably seen that there's a lot of like Dragon Ball stuff in there. I know it's a bit of a meme, but none of my stuff is like none of my stuff is like none of it is just get off the internet. All of it is handmade. Like I've got a great guy who does all the design for me. Every alert is like customized. Like it and on top of that, it's the Vegeta voice because I do a pretty baller Vegeta impression. So that always.
Excuse me, can we hear this amazing Vegeta voice?
Okay.
Actually, that reminds me.
Let's go here for a second. Blonsky, you are weak, and I am the Prince of all Saiyans.
Yeah, love that.
That's amazing.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
They get me to sing. They get me to do karaoke in the voice. You know, so I'll be there and I'll be like, I like big butts and I cannot lie.
I love that.
All of us will try and deny.
Yeah, I absolutely understand the YouTube inspiration. I feel like Twitch is definitely, I feel like, the future of media in general. Like maybe not Twitch specifically, but this whole interactive platform that's separate. Like there's definitely a difference between performing on stage and performing on Twitch, but it's like it's this new avenue that I don't think's ever been touched on before. Like you've got mainstream media, you've got YouTube, and now you have like Twitch and this whole interactivity, and it's another thing which I love.
Yeah, people. I think YouTubers need to like. I know that a lot of YouTubers are starting to go between YouTube and Twitch.
That's the thing, Floods.
Yeah.
Right. Like I know a couple. I don't want to name drop. I'm like super popular. But
yes, yeah.
I know a couple of YouTubers. They've got like millions of followers on YouTube. They still stream on Twitch because it's a completely different monster, you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like people go, "Oh, you should use YouTube for streaming too." I'm like, no.
You go to YouTube for monetization. You go to YouTube for a stable income, because YouTube doesn't rely on how many people are watching at any given time. You know, all of us sit here. Well, probably not. Well, maybe not all of us, but me and I'm sure at least one other person here. We sit there and we're like, how many people are in the stream? Oh my God, there's not enough, or oh my God, there's too many. But we spend a lot of time like focusing on the number. The number is so important, and the stress that comes off when I go into one of my streams and all of a sudden there's 55 average instead of the 70 or the 65, whatever it is. I start to go, holy fuck, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Like what am I, and that whole stress is gone on YouTube. It's just a matter of views, and that's the difference.
Apparently, I've heard Western Australians are doing a lot better than us Eastern Australians, Because the time zone's a bit different. Americans love you apparently as well.
Yeah, well, I stream at 9:30 p.m., which for
It's 12.
America is pretty much the start of the day, and
Which
it's
is
midnight
what time
for
for
you
us.
guys. Midnight.
Oh, yeah. No, because this is the thing. I go from 9 to 12.
Yeah, same with me. Yeah.
Right? Or maybe a bit later, but I've noticed the times I've gone longer, I get so many coming in with raids, and
Yeah.
Especially Americans love Australians. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so it's kind of like prime time for Australia, I think. Yeah.
yeah,
See,
it
when
really is.
When I first started streaming for Goa, my times were, for me, really late, but for Goa, like Western Australia time, it was 8 p.m. For me, 10 p.m. till
Yeah.
2 a.m. Which I was like, at first, I'm like, yeah, sure, I could do that. But it very quickly got to the point where I was like 1 a.m. and I'm over here like,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm awake. I can. Yes.
I
No.
stream
My problem is I have to be up at like 6 a.m. every morning, like weekdays. So like,
Yeah.
I can only go so late before I'm dead, you know? So,
Ew.
yeah.
This is my job in that sense. So for me, when I because I broke my neck, I can't actually work a 9 to 5. I can only stand up for maybe 3 hours at the most before I legitimately have to sit down. So this is my job, and I've made it my job. I've made no mistake about it. Like, this is what I'm doing for work. So for me, well, yeah, it essentially just means that when I get on at 9:30, I could finish at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and as long as I get a bit of sleep in, I'm okay.
Worship.
Sorry?
Do you have kids?
Yes. Yeah.
You do.
So on
See,
On the-
single. It's on.
well,
Just
on,
myself.
we're on a 1 week on, 1 week off sort of deal. So on the week that I've got them, I only get like 4 hours sleep because I get up and take them to school and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But on the week that I don't, I can sleep as much as I need to. And plus, we have another one on the way,
Ooh.
and that one will be here all the time. So
Yay.
So good. Yay, children.
Plod with no kids. Yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
FYI, I've actually been in a relationship with kids, and it's no picnic. Honestly.
it takes a lot of work, and honestly, like, I don't share that particular information with. Not that the community doesn't know, because they do know, but I don't make a habit of referencing the children on streams
Yeah,
or
which is
anything like
good.
that at all,
I
because I just don't want them to be a part of that position, like that situation at all. So,
I mean, you have to have things that are personally, like your personal stuff as well. That's
yeah, exactly right. Plus, I think it
I don't-
ages me tremendously.
Worship the man of mystery.
I
man
don't
of mystery.
talk about my personal. I try to stay very anonymous for the most part.
Dude, I
even
think you live in a cupboard.
quiet DMs, like, you know, when I was chatting to you guys before stream, I'm always very hesitant for two reasons. Like, one reason, I don't want to like ruin the magic for people. There's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say,
So
PAX sort of ruined it mildly, but at the same time, like I've sort of forgotten what you look like instead of the puppet. It's so.
I've gotten better at making like separating the two things, right?
Yeah.
So for me, in my mind, it's very much like two separate entities. Like there's me, Larry. I'm Larry, right? And then
Yeah.
there's you know, not Larry.
There's a sweaty
Yeah.
man. The sweaty maker man. He's hitting up your ass.
And
Yeah.
you know, I make all sorts of jokes, but it's difficult for me personally because I do have a life outside of what I do on Twitch, and I don't share any of that. So
Yeah.
it's easy for people to forget that, you know, I work a full-time job. Without
Yeah.
ruining for everyone.
I
have-
know that all too well,
Yeah.
Larry. You know I know that too. You know I know
You
what's
know,
fun. How fun is
two of them have disabilities, you know, so like we're full-time caring for those. There's a whole bunch of shit. I don't want to talk about that on stream because
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to be a downer. I don't want to. I love my life. Don't get me wrong, but
You know, Larry loves love, mate.
difficult for me to make the separation, but also be
Yeah.
like, I want to bond with people personally, but it's weird for me to juggle. I don't know.
I mean, I think that you're in a really positive position is the fact that you could be anybody and any age and look like anything and nobody would know. The guy who's underneath the table there could literally be anyone.
Exactly.
And that is that's a really admirable position.
I will say this.
As long as you're not the guy who voiced aggro.
No, I'm not. But like, what it is for me, like who I am on stream is very much me off stream as well.
Yeah.
I
remember hugging you and like giving you like a suplex when I hugged you. You still kind of. This is Larry, right? He goes, oh, he sort of walks up while I'm talking to Barjo. He goes, oh, hey, Posky. I'm like, Larry? Oh my god!
I didn't even realize.
In my head, I'm picturing Plotsky be like, "Where's Larry? Oh, there he is!" And he just popping up out of anywhere behind a chair or a bin or something. Be like,
"That's what it's like, man. That's what it's like."
My favorite thing of all of the packs was you putting the puppet like your head in the bag, and so people could see the eyes. There was nothing else. We're looking at packs like.
Seriously, no, send help. Just being there all the time.
Or it's just the seer treatment where it's just like one big wig.
It was weird for me because that was like my first year of streaming, like, and it wasn't even a full year at that stage, and I didn't have like a huge following, but there was still people I wanted to meet up with, so it was very awkward because I was very unsure about who I am or what I want to do with any of like branding and everything like that. I just didn't know how to approach it. I feel like that's why this year I'm so excited because I'm so much more confident and I know what I want to be and what my direction is. So I'm just excited. I don't want to talk about me too much, but yeah.
Let's give you a whole hour. How about that?
Yeah. It's just interesting for me because I don't get to talk about these things a lot. Because
and that's the thing. Like I'm in the same boat. Like I'm pretty vocal about people wasting my time because I'm very time poor. I work a full-time job, but also if any days off is my time.
Yeah.
Anyone fucks me around, I'm gonna be pissed off and probably go after them because it's just It's I don't know how time poor you guys are, but I'm extremely time poor. Like a day off is like a relief to me.
Between working, sleeping, and actually gaming as a job.
Right. We creative types love turning our hobbies into work.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, I used to play Destiny. I've got about 4,000 hours in Destiny,
Jesus.
and and I used to play all the time, every night. My boys, a lot of people who stream now, we all started on there, and I haven't touched it in such a long time, and it's because I've got time for so many things. I don't have time to play other games off stream anymore. Well, the only games I play now are when I turn the thing on and I go start streaming.
At the moment,
I've got
as a game
reviewer,
off
as a game reviewer, I only play games on this.
Yeah.
If it's my free time, everything else is like, okay, I finished that game, cool, on to the next one.
Yeah,
I completely get that, Nico, because like I had another buddy that was in the same position as you. It was the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to do what you do. I think that'd be a really, really fun thing to do. So, definitely in the plans.
It's good, but at the same time, it's like because you want to keep going with an MMO or whatever. Like during my Christmas break, I got into Cyberpunk, and I got back into World of Warcraft.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to get back into raiding for. Look, I play Final Fantasy 14 online regularly. That's my main MMO. But World of Warcraft, I was like, I want to get back into raiding and stuff. But come February of this year, I'm like, I don't have time for that shit.
I Overwatch because I used to play it competitively.
Oh,
yeah, I miss Overwatch.
Can I just do my Torbjorn voice, please?
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
Yeah. No.
I miss playing. I miss playing Overwatch so much because
I actually had to uninstall it, man, because I had alt accounts and I was just DM. I was like, no, I have to stop because I'm not getting it.
No, I remember I think it was Christmas 2016. Because I started playing it before that, but I got really obsessed with it during that Christmas period, and I was playing it so much. I'm like, I cannot stop playing this. And then over the course of a year, I'm like, okay, I really need to stop because
they killed it for me. They killed Overwatch when the major Reinhardt nerf came. And that's when I was like, I am done because I used to main
do you know what I was done with? Actually, I got in right before they killed Mercy. I got the achievement of raising all 5 others.
Yeah,
and I'm like, fuck yes, yep, huge res. And then they changed it. I'm like, oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Late. So I only started playing Overwatch like a year or 2 ago, and
I'm so sorry.
And but I still got hooked on because I feel like it's just such a unique game, and they definitely in the recent months made a big switch back to like OG style Overwatch. It's very much like more brawl based. Ryan is just like a mecha. Hog is a mecha. Like it's definitely leaning more into brawl, but it still has that team stuff. Yeah.
What is everyone's main characters though?
Zarya.
Mercy.
I love support, but I also do a bit of tank.
Definitely Zarya.
I have actually.
Anna is
a good support.
A fun one.
A hard to play support.
Yeah,
that's nice.
There's another one that's a new one, Baptiste, but he's just like OP as shit. Which basically makes people unable to die, so that's great. And Ryan, I love Ryan, just like you, Warship. He's just like my man. And outside of that, Zarya and Hog. Yeah.
See, I'm a Zarya god.
Yeah.
Sorry, I used to be a Zarya god until I nerfed her grab.
Yeah, she got murdered around about the same time as Reinhardt did originally.
DPS, I just like to being annoying, so I'll just be like straight up Tracer or Junkrat or...
Bloody Junkrats and their bloody wheel. Fucking...
Yeah, anything I can just annoy the shit out of the other team. That's my favorite.
I would always play... When I first started, it was Zenyatta all the way, because he was difficult to play.
Yeah.
Like, he was difficult to play back then because you could just get killed, like... And now that's all he does is just get killed like that. I like Reinhardt.
At this point.
Yeah, he really is. I like Reinhardt. As far as DPS goes, I like to die.
Thank you very much for the follow. Everyone's pulling out their Overwatch gear. I'm not here. It's going.
I was always big on always big on Reaper, but I think that. See, I quit when Ashe came in. Not long after Ashe came in was when I stopped playing. And, like, Reinhardt would have been my tank main, Reaper with DPS, and Zenyatta or Moira. Because Moira I was really good with.
I'd say Moira was my first character, and I like, this climb so quick with Moira, because she's just... she's good. She's OP, man. You can just do everything with Moira. You can escape. If you're in danger, you just fucking fade out of there. And
she's god tier. I actually learned how to use her quite effectively.
Yeah.
It's fucking madness. When you
I know Potts, you, I think you actually got me onto Zarya because Zarya is just like...
Zarya is good if she's got support, but if you have the two things you have to learn, be more suicidal.
Was what I learned from you, I think.
So be more suicidal, as in like don't try and fight and flight. Fight. Do not run. You run into them with your shields. Make sure if someone's going in with you, shield them first, and then you do your shield second.
Yeah. It's very much communication with Zarya, which is hard for me because it took me a long time to talk in comms and stuff.
Yeah. The other thing too is also. Learn to grab, if you're going to grab someone, grab them against walls and that, don't do them on the ground. There's nothing more funny than watching a whole team panic trying to heal someone up on a wall or up on a roof. There's nothing more beautiful than watching them panic.
I have a lot of time for Overwatch, but that's exactly why I had to uninstall it. Yeah.
I still have it installed, but I haven't touched it since like the start of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just couldn't stop myself, man. It was like an
I
addiction.
remember your streams were like, yeah, you keep it going back to. I'm like, dude, stop it, stop it.
Dude, this was the thing though. Like, you got to keep in mind when I stream, I play one-handed, so it was like, debilitating.
Oh
Larry.
my god, yeah, I just thought about that. Holy shit. How do you play anything?
Yeah, how does your handler play anything? I should say.
How
This
did you
hand,
play
this hand's trying to do one thing, and this hand's stretching.
No. Yeah. No. I use a mobile mouse. Like spoilers. So I have my WASD on the 12 buttons on the side. Yeah, and then my
wow, that's actually pretty impressive.
seriously masturbating with my left hand the whole time.
I was gonna say, like, I understand being one-handed on Twitch, but
I've been like this the whole time. It's like, what if you can't see anything?
Hey,
What if you can see nothing
Hey,
but my
Claude.
shoulders?
your North Star streams.
What MGB say? I played
Yes.
Overwatch on Switch. It ran well. Yeah, no, I've
Um,
never played it on Switch. I probably will never.
So, for those who don't know what Nick is referring to, I played Fist of the North Star, which is it's a basically user engine. There's a lot of mini games in there. One is you shake to make like cocktails, and you revert you got a bit very very saucy very very quickly.
a bunch of the old gimmicks. A bunch, yeah.
Let's say I was already hard by the time I started those games. I love the Fist of the North Star, but that was just like I'm really going.
Oh man, this has been the gamut between fisting, bestiality, and now furious masturbation.
See, okay, this is what you sign up for. I'm just telling you now. This has been the best 2 hours of like the last couple of weeks, honestly.
It's been a hoot, Bloods.
It has been good fun.
So,
Yeah,
would you come back on? That's the next question.
let's do it. Let's do it every
Let's
week.
do it. Let's actually answer some questions next time, right?
Yeah.
But no,
I've got the list in front of me right now. I'm looking at the list. I'm like,
shoot the shit.
Okay.
I'd love to shoot the shit. This has been so much fun.
okay,
I think a legitimate podcast with us would be really fun. You know, on like a Spotify or something like that. Like I think that'd be really really fun.
Yeah.
I'm up for that, guys. If you guys
yeah,
want to
let's
talk
do it.
about it,
let's
we can.
fucking do it. We can be
Slide
the
into them
quartet of
DMs.
beads. There you go. Perfect name.
Yeah,
All right, let's get an actual question out.
let's do it.
If you have
Question time.
okay, if you had a time machine, which period? Sorry, if you had a time. Oh my god, I'm like 4 beats in.
I'm just gonna read the
Hey,
question for you.
Plod. Hey, Plod. Speak for this time first.
So if you had a time
do that.
machine, which period would you visit and why? And you'd have a year. You'd be stuck there for a year.
Hey, Ghost.
Ghost.
Hey,
Hello
Ghosty.
there,
What's
Ghost.
up, buds?
You big cutie. How are you doing?
You
Hey
hate it.
cutie, how you doing?
Well, let me
You
get
big
some of that.
sexy.
Can I
Oh.
play you?
So do we
You
even
give
hear
us
the
a
question
cue.
or?
I did.
What
I
about
did.
time travel?
If you had a time machine, which time period would you visit and why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have a
Well, we
year,
know warships.
and you'll be there for a year. So
A year.
1 year.
A year.
Oh.
like you couldn't just like go in then get out. You'd have to be restricted to a year being there.
We'll be right back for a
Okay.
commercial break.
So,
I like
so
ghosts.
for me, right? Like, I love spaghetti westerns, like Hollywood. I love medieval, but I feel like traveling to those times would be nothing like
Yeah,
the
but
Hollywood
Yeah,
version.
shit. That's
Right?
the point.
Danger.
Hollywood
Right.
glorified them massively.
Can I a question? Can we take anything with us when we time travel?
Ooh, sure. What?
No.
What would you be taking?
Would
That's
it
the question.
change though?
What do you mean?
Like going through.
Oh, would it,
like,
would it
back
affect
in
the
time?
timeline? Would it affect the
We're
timeline?
talking about like time
No,
paradox.
because you wouldn't change. You wouldn't change.
No,
No,
but
but
if you took back
I don't
what... if you
change.
took-
Like for example, in WandaVision.
I don't think paradox is it. I think it's more like a multi-dimensional thing because it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Oh my god, this
Yeah.
conversation's gone just so deep.
But anyway,
Okay.
if I was to go back,
Yeah.
I actually think I'd go to like somewhere more recent, like the 1920s or something like that. Just like
I said
That's
80s.
because that's,
My,
'cause that,
yeah, that's
'cause that's still so long ago, though. The world was so different back
So
then.
there are toilets.
Yeah,
Please be toilets, like not just holes in the ground.
yeah.
So my answer to this question last time was 1980s because we were in the middle of the Cold War, sure, but nothing really happened. And yeah, you got the Americana lifestyle. You've got like Australia was like booming in the 80s. We didn't
Yeah.
have that much of a fear of like anything really at that point.
Yeah.
AIDS.
That's a good answer. And like,
Okay,
AIDS galore,
yeah,
let's go.
sure, AIDS was a thing, but what I'm saying
In
is,
'86.
Go back a bit
Yes.
further then to the drugs. Go back to like the 70s, 60s.
70s, 60s, yeah.
Yeah, go-go's get smashed and on everything you want because there's no regulations.
exactly.
You know?
That's
So,
what I feel
and
like,
remember,
like the
you're
more
there for a
recent-
year. Things can
the
happen there.
1900s.
At
A
least
year of nose
after,
beers.
At least after we found out how bad asbestos was, because I just recently learned that in Wizard of Oz for the snowing scenes they use asbestos for that. I'm like, I'm over here like,
no.
holy shit, okay.
Dorothy,
fast
about
forward,
to
fast
keel
forward, fast
over.
forward.
That's pretty, yeah.
So- But 70s is just all nose beers all the time. You'd just be chilling out and having a few nose beers and just having a good time. And the thing is that there's no problems with that, you know, because it was the time. It was the style at the time. So go do a bunch of drugs and have a good time and go to Woodstock and then come back in a year. You know, I feel like
So
that'd
you
be a
do that
decent time to go to.
1969?
Woodstock
Just
would-
as long as it's like acceptable things and it's not like, oh, but back then it was fine that we did that.
right.
Oh yeah, like separate drinking fountains and stuff like that. I don't
Yeah,
want
that's
to know
pretty
about any of
fucked
that.
up.
Right.
Not really controversial things where it's like, oh no, but you know that was
See,
back then.
my alternative answer to this question was 1579 in Japan during the Sengoku Jidai, the civil war they were having at the time. Because I'm a massive samurai buff. Which is weird. 'cause
Yeah.
No one knows about
Didn't
that.
realize that at all.
Yeah.
Plutsky, what do you think of the movie, the Keanu Reeves one, the Ronin, 47th Ronin?
It's pretty good. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Like
I only watched it recently, that's why. I'm just
the,
curious.
so it's based on an old play from the 1540s apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, like that's the thing. The question is meant to invoke, oh yeah, you might go like 20 years in the past, not like 100 and 200, 300 years in the past, which is
Yeah.
I feel like that's the way, guys. I feel like
Yeah, me
to
too.
the 1900s because it's familiar, but it's
enough where it's,
it's
like
still a whole
different
nother
enough.
world. Like
It's not too
I
scary.
feel like we are on the cusp of a new era right now. Like
Yeah.
you have the Iron Age, all those like
We're on the
significant
technological.
points in,
We're on the space
in-
age at the moment.
We are on the border of something right now, and just to travel back like
It's
50 years is
I would
crazy.
it's like
honest.
it's like Seinfeld. Like there's a stupid. I hate BuzzFeed so much. But they bring in this really good article where they bring up
See,
every single
same.
issue. Every single issue they ever faced in that show could be fixed with an iPhone or like a smartphone,
Yeah.
which is true.
Yeah.
'Cause, like you think about it, half of the things are, oh, I can't talk to someone, I can't find something, I can't book something in advance. Smartphone,
Something.
and you couldn't do it today. You couldn't make a show like that today where there's actual problems like that.
Can we talk? Can we talk about?
Actually, thinking, okay, for example, because my favorite musical in the entire world is the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and literally for some whatever
Yes,
reason,
yes.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, but would Brad and Janet actually be stranded? Like, they need to use someone's phone,
Yeah.
call a mechanic.
There you go.
But then I'm like, no, they could have no reception, so they still have to go.
But technically in the US, the coverage is pretty good. So
No. It's still like it could happen, and
yeah,
it's still a thing.
really,
So,
you bring out the mask.
I'm bringing out my favorite musical mask.
Oh, Phantom of the Opera.
Okay, so if we're talking Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? That
Yeah.
the Labyrinth and the Dark Crystal were like
Yeah.
two
Okay.
movies that
Fun
I
fact.
used to stay at my nana's house, and they were the only 3 movies that my nana owned, like on VHS.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
We would
I
watch them
love the
all
Dark
the
Crystal
time.
with absolute passion. I love the Dark Crystal.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Labyrinth. When I was like 6, 7 years old, scared the absolute fucking shit out of me. I don't know if it was David Bowie or the Goblin.
It's probably the bulge, I'd say.
But I was
It's a
like,
good
no,
movie,
I don't
man.
care if
It's
I
weird.
don't care if it's G-rated. No.
It's probably the bulge, I'd say. That bulge was epic.
It's a good
It was a
bulge.
good bulge.
It's no
It's a
John
good
Travolta
bulge.
bulge though, but it's good.
Like,
The
I thought it was pretty normal.
it says you.
the
Warship, Chelsea Bulge.
Just stand up.
After the podcast.
After we get off the camera, off stream.
We'll be right back after this break.
after that.
Oh my god, it's huge. Oh,
Have any of you played that new the new game, the one how you're like an imposter on a ship trying to go through
First
the
class
ice?
trouble,
Among
the one
Us?
that's ghost based.
gee, I wonder who's played that. Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost.
Oh, this heckin' cutie in the chat.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
This one.
I love the look of that game. I feel like it's really
It
great.
looks fun, but like I hate Among Us. Like I played with friends on stream. I don't mind if I play with people who are streaming, but I just cannot get into it off stream. It's like
I had the same experience as you, Plod, but then I played with a different group of people, and it was a completely different experience. And I feel like
Yep.
this ship game, this I don't know what it's called, the Revan. What's it called?
it's called
No.
first class.
Trouble.
First class, whatever bullshit. There's, I feel like there's this real drive for people to actually work together, which is a difference between Among Us. Like Among Us, everyone's on
Yeah.
their own, doing
Yeah.
their own thing. This
It's
one
just
really
stabby
pushes
stab.
you. Yeah,
God,
stab to work as a team. Exactly.
so I know there's like 2 personaloids that are basically what. Oh, like 2 thirds through that 6-pack. God damn. But
Okay, so this is the bottle I started off with tonight. This was full.
well, good.
Yeah.
Catch up.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I think I'm pouring
Man.
them heavy because this is like my 3rd drink.
This is my 5th
so
now.
I don't know
I
what
feel
kind
like
of
I have
cups
to-
I'm using, but
When I have to leave, I feel like we should get back on later and we can continue to drink.
I'm probably gonna stream later. But I'll jump in chat
Nice.
with you and shoot the shit if you
Yeah,
guys
I
want.
don't mind. Anyway,
Yeah,
this has actually been really fun. Like,
It has been, like I said, I should definitely do it again. Like I'm more than
Yeah.
happy. I think we should really do more.
if you ever want, if you ever want
Let's
another
talk in the
podcast,
DMs about it and organize something. Also, I'm just gonna reach out to our heckin' cutie in the chat there. I'm sorry, Ghost. I haven't been in contact. I just hate you, and
This
I
piece of
don't
shit,
have
fuck him.
any time for you. And I
What the-
really just wish the worst upon you. So,
An
yeah,
absolute
fuck that cunt.
piece of shit.
just fucking die already. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. I just want to say that. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fair.
So how much longer do you want to go? That's the question.
I think
Ah,
I just feel
sorry.
we've been going for like nearly 2.5 hours. Do you want to call it in like
Yeah.
half an hour or so, maybe?
I think we should probably do that. Yeah, that'd be a good time for me to wrap. I think maybe half an hour or so.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
Let's get some questions in then. Let's hit
Right.
this list.
Well, how about this?
Wonder if the
Let's-
chat has any.
Yeah, let's ask the chat. Chat, do you have any questions for us?
I'll just
Yeah.
put this penis wiggle while waiting.
Jesus.
It's so good.
She looking?
Yes.
She. Oh no, she looked away.
I think she's shocked. She's like,
Look how happy he is.
The eyebrows.
so happy
the
with it.
eyebrows. That's confidence. That's what it is.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that game, I don't know if you guys have played it or not, but Super Seducer 2,
No.
it's super incredibly misogynistic. But there are things like there's a board meeting and it comes up with 4 options and you're trying to hit on your secretary. And one of the things is
No.
it's like, he gets up to like one of them is someone pitches an idea that's horrible and the response is like response A is fire him. And he's like, listen here, you're the worst. Slaps him. Get the fuck out of my office. That's one response. One of the other responses is masturbate in the plant. And so you say nothing at all. The character he just looks at the guy who gives the suggestion, just stares at him.
Like I look,
walks over to the plant and just starts masturbating while staring at him the whole time. I'm like, fuck. Am I playing this on Twitch? What am I doing? Like, this is terrifying now. Have I just broken TOS?
Just like
my favorite.
I love it.
My favorite TOS moment was when I was playing Yakuza 6. And there's this whole game, like mini game, where you're playing. You're talking to a woman on a virtual chat. And you literally all you're doing is Kira's like typing as you press the buttons.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is, oh, I'll show you my titties. And it's like you're thinking, is this really gonna happen? Oh yes. Thank God I was very tiny then. I was like, it was my 6 months in. I'm like, you know what? I don't care.
Hey, could you link me that game? It's fine.
Just for reasons.
It's on Game Pass.
Research, you know.
Oh, I watched in Yakuza 0. I watched all the. I don't know how to put it. It's like the JPL stuff, which is just like they're like in hot tubs with like bubble blowers. I'm like, okay. And the actual achievement is watching it for the achievement. That's the name of it.
Really? Oh, that's so funny.
It was so fun.
Looks like there's a chat question now.
Oh, friendo. All right, mate. Do you see this generation of consoles being in the last physical systems?
I just realised I was on mute.
Nah.
What a knob. You've been on mute for like an hour.
I was trying to say, there's this game that we came across on Steam a few months ago. I'll put the name in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
You should see. You should see the typography for that.
Oh man.
See,
I'm not looking at it right now. Hang on.
I'm not searching for it right now.
Let's look at the typography. The typography will make you go, okay. Okay. How and why and how?
It's turn-based browser sex game.
Oh.
Why don't I go image search
hello.
right now? Okay. I see. Good. Cheapers. Typography though.
Come to the dark side.
I like how we've gone sort of full circle. We were talking about fisting and all that at the very start of this, and then we like come back to like sex games.
Yep. I mean, there's that cockhead game as well.
Remember Leisure Suit Larry?
Oh yeah.
I do.
That's about Larry.
It is.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
What is
Oh,
it?
no, I think my finger just broke.
The ghost view behind the camera is the best.
I love how you actually. Oh no, he's gone.
I'll always
What
remember
happened?
it.
Oh.
Everything's broken.
No.
We just had your remembrance
I
video
can't hear you
reel
guys.
and
I don't know
everything.
if you can hear me.
We can hear
We can hear you.
I think my.
Quickly before DCMA.
Wait, you're not sad enough.
Why are we still here?
That game to this day, Metal Gear Solid 5 still drives me mental. I love that game so
Oh
much.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
What was the last Metal Gear that you were playing?
Revengeance.
I know you're getting pissed off with it.
I actually enjoyed that 13 hours of just struggling for no reason on hard mode.
I'm gone.
Really? And you didn't enjoy Village?
I don't want
You
to.
broke me.
Oh, what you say?
Alright.
What you wanna think?
Larry, you come back?
Am I back?
You're in
No.
chat.
You broke me. Now there's two of the same thing in the background there.
Am I back?
Hey, we're back.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
There's something up in.
Generous
Oh, there we
ghost,
go.
I see.
Sorry about
Ghosty!
Nice wallpaper.
So everyone, can we have a hello to Mr. Ghosty? How do
Hey,
you
Ghosty.
Hello,
I-
Mr. Ghost.
So I actually sent him a jersey, a hoodie from Streamlabs.
A what?
So I had to buy him this hoodie from Streamlabs because they didn't have his size.
Yeah.
So
that. He's fat. What?
no. What's funny is
Wow.
Are you being a dickhead?
I mean, it wasn't because he was skinny. That's all I'm saying.
what's
Hey,
fun-
Larry.
Ah.
About that personality behind the puppet.
Okay.
Jeepers.
This is it. This is as good as it gets. This is as good as it
Oh,
Because he's fat.
but yeah, I had to buy
gets.
him.
I love Ghost. He is a heckin' cutie.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
So,
That's
Ghosty,
how I
I'd-
show love. I
so-
show love by showing hate.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we had to do for Ghosty was I had to buy him a jersey in an extra XL or something because for some reason when you go to my merch store,
Right.
you can't select anything higher than large. Streamlabs have made
Weird.
Weird.
yeah, but I can order as the owner of that store. I can get up anything up to 5XL. They
wow.
can't.
Okay, that's weird.
So I said, fuck it, I'll buy it for you and I'll send it over to New Zealand.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, well, mate, if someone wants to wear the merch, I'm not going to fucking stop them. I'm going to enable them as much as possible. You know, fuck.
Wait, you got a
Yeah,
merch?
of course.
Wait.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
I'm going to be a piece of shit like Streamlabs who literally made it impossible for anyone to buy it for, like anyone to buy my stuff. Fuck them, you know?
Don't get me started on that Streamlabs. My God, the rant will get you cancelled from Streamlabs because I
Oh,
fucking
dude.
hate it.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately.
Start ranting.
See, the
All
thing
right,
was,
well-
I used to love Streamlabs chatbot, but I hate Streamlabs. So
Here's my
Yes.
perspective. The reason
Yeah.
I hate Streamlabs is that they handicap new streamers with their Streamlabs Prime bullshit. They put everything behind this paywall for new people. They're not even I never experienced it, but I know plenty of friends who were aiming to get that $100 Twitch payout so they get their first payout. And meanwhile, these people, they're like, oh yeah, $20 a month. That's what you pay. And you might know nothing about streaming. You might know nothing about design. You might know nothing about overlays, animation, all that kind of shit. And you're like, but I want it to be really good. So you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get it. And they handicap you by making you pay like 20 fucking bucks straight off the bat. Nothing else. Give you access to the merch store. Yeah, sure, if you fucking pay for it. And a lot of the features are completely locked behind this bullshit paywall. And the service... the fucking app isn't even that good.
that's
Like,
what I was gonna say. It's not that good at the end of the day. Like,
Give Warship the full screen.
Yeah.
yeah, let him go.
No, but I remember, like, because all this shit that Streamlabs was offering through Streamlabs OBS, I was like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And then
You
it
do
was
it?
within that few months where it was like, no!
Yeah.
They're gonna make you pay. I'm like,
Having
but that theme was cool. I want it.
access to owned and everything, like the owned thing, where like
Oh,
all
God.
that shit is
No.
great. Like it's
Let's
awesome.
also
It's like,
talk
hey,
about. Let's also talk about the fact that it chews up your CPU like there is no tomorrow. Plods, you
it's
know this as well.
garbage.
It
Why
is-
do you think I went to OBS?
I taught myself OBS.
Mm-hmm.
OBS
OBS
is
is the
where
way.
it's at, man.
Yeah, it really is the way. And but the thing is that you take that into consideration. You take the chatbot's really good, right? The chatbot has very sort of limited capacity once
Bring
you
down the
start to
score.
the power of OBS and plugins
Yeah.
and shit like that. When you
Sorry?
see the power of the OBS, it's completely different. You know, like it's so much better. But when you first come in as a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed streamer, you're like, "Fuck yeah, I'll spend $20. This is usually $100 just to get this one overlay. I'll do that." And then all of a sudden, I can get the merch, and no one's buying your merch in the first week, the first month, whatever it is. Like, so straight away, you're losing money. If you manage to get over the threshold, awesome. It probably doesn't matter so much to you. But for these people who they genuinely just want to stream and do a good job, and they look at Streamlabs and they're like, cool, it's an easy to use interface. It allows me to do a whole bunch of shit that I wouldn't be able to do by myself.
It's not.
But for free, you get to do
Education-
this
Education
much.
should
Yeah.
be free.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's. Yeah, I'm not gonna go on, but yeah.
No,
Well,
no,
okay,
no.
But the education is there. You just need to know where to look, and that's
I will.
why
So
I searched everywhere to be like,
Yeah.
right, how can I do
So
what Streamlabs
we
is
have
doing?
two questions in the
Yes.
chat.
YouTube is your friend. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We have two questions in the chat. What genre of game have you had the least success with streaming?
The
Ooh.
least, the most would be horror, just because people love to see.
Panic, yeah.
I feel like Twitch is very personal, and people want to
Yeah.
see the person and
Interaction.
the interaction, and horror it lends to that very well because
Usual.
you're immediately reacting to a situation, and fear is not an emotion that we experience on a day-to-day basis. So that's why
Yeah.
horror in general is so
All I'm gonna say is fuck baby,
it's
fuck,
so
fuck baby
appealing.
horror. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's also something you can't control either, though. Fear is an emotion that
Yeah.
you have no control over, so it's very genuine. And this goes back to our conversation before, Larry, about like your Markiplier, your Jacksepticeye, your PewDiePie. All those guys, they did a huge amount of their work in horror, and it's because it's genuine. That's why it's successful. That's why
God
people
damn it,
like
Ghost.
Absolutely.
I love you. Yeah. Fucking Ghost.
Nice.
Thank
I
you,
would say
guys.
least successful for everybody here, realistically, should be FPS because they're garbage for talking to people. Like, they're
What was
fine.
that?
Thank
What
you,
was that?
Go.
What was that? Sorry.
First-person shooters, because you can't interact with the chat, you can't talk to anyone. It's just you doing the low-energy streamer redeem that I've got, except all the time.
If
Anything where you can interact with people is different.
anything that takes your focus too much,
Yeah.
it's and FPS is a perfect example of that. Like,
You just zone out completely and it's like
yeah, streaming isn't easy, despite
Right.
what the general public like observing might think. It definitely takes mentally a lot, and even physically as well, because it becomes draining. And the more you have to do, you're just making it harder for yourself. So you want it to be as easy as possible. And that
Yeah.
comes from preparation with like setting
Yeah.
up scenes and overlays and things like that. You want to really be prepared as much as you can for any situation. So, okay, maybe you might think, oh, I'm never going to get raided with 100 billion people. But what happens the day you do get raided by like one of your big streamers? You need to think about, how am I going to react in that situation? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And being prepared really helps. So just think things through beforehand. Be prepared as much as you can. That will help the preparation. And and really consider like, am I going to be able to interact with people when I'm playing this game? That's okay if you don't want to, if you want to focus on speedrunning or something like that, but you need to have a focus. That's important.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna go to the toilet very quickly. Keep talking, I'll mute the mic, but you guys keep going. I actually
And
have to go.
roll the intro. That's what else you can do when you when you need people.
I need to go really badly, so I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Right.
We got you.
So yeah,
Okay,
I
well,
guess,
hijacking the podcast, right.
yeah. Let's get rid of all the questions that have been posted, and let's just
Sorry.
start.
Sorry, what do you do with your coffee? Milk in first or milk in last?
Last.
It's like asking, what do you do with fucking cereal? Milk in first or milk in last?
So I understand the perspective from the milk in last from a cereal. I get what they're trying to accomplish, but it's still wrong. It's still wrong because
In last is right though, not
I mean,
first.
first. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Yeah, yeah.
I'm definitely milk in last. My mum and the majority of my family are like milk in first. I'm like,
Nobody wants soggy cereal, man. Nobody wants that shit. No.
No, this is bad. Everything that you've just said is bad. I hate it all. I don't drink coffee either. There, MGB. Funnily enough, I am also a not coffee drinker. I get all of my energy from. I don't have a fucking G Fuel here. Damn it! It's still packed away. I was gonna do
Tell
it
us
quick,
all
like,
about your G Fuel.
I get all my energy from this.
Magnesium.
Gamer fuel.
Look at the phase berry. That's the one I like the most.
Okay, question. I've never had any G Fuel. I've had energy drinks. What's it like? Is it good? What would you see? I would liken it to pre-workout. That's how I
I've
think
never
of
had it.
G Fuel.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, Blonsky.
Do it. Okay.
Just honestly, just buff it. Just get
Sorry.
some and just
get
put
some,
it up
yeah.
your arm.
Hey, yeah, sorry, the stream was muted, not these guys, so they can hear what I'm saying.
Oh, good,
See?
good.
This fucking mic, I swear to God, the software, because I've got 2 audio channels per audio source, they can hear me, you guys couldn't in stream.
Legitimate
okay,
impression before the stream. No, it's okay there, Shippy. I know how to use the Wavelength 3 software. I've got it all figured out. It works just fine.
Yeah, that's...
We were just talking about fisting. Just talking about fisting.
But just casual fisting talk, you know?
Yeah, just casual fisting
So
between friends.
are we
you
going
know?
synthetic lube or use animal fats or what? You know?
Synthetic,
Vaseline?
all the way. Yeah.
Bit of Vaso.
A bit of Vaso.
So,
Yeah.
so on the note of Vaseline, shall we perhaps call it here? Because it is half an hour since our last
Yeah.
conversation.
True,
Sure.
that's a good point.
This was fun.
Not to cut
Well,
but I feel
let's
like
do
maybe
it
we
again.
should
Honestly, let's do it again. I'm loving this.
do it again. Let's get to the DMs. Let's have a real legitimate conversation about
About fisting?
actually doing a podcast.
we can even like have a little chat off stream. We can have a little call and chat about it rather than trying to like typing sucks. So
Yeah.
let's just
yeah.
just like
Especially for those fairy fingers.
Felt hands.
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, especially when you got
Use one.
especially when the person who has to type for you has one hand up your ass. So
Yeah.
Yeah, synthetic baby. Let's go.
yeah, let's do
Okay.
it. Right, who should we raid? That's the next question. Any suggestions?
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, sorry,
Let me have a look.
because it's
I mean,
your.
a big or a small?
I prefer small because I like to make their day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. I've got one who's part of
You want
my
an
community.
Aussie? Yeah. Who's that worship?
Raven Sky NM.
Ooh, what are they doing?
Sure.
She is currently playing Resident Evil Village.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Ooh, how far is she?
She probably isn't further than you, hopefully.
Not even elbow deep.
Not even be able to do. All right, so we're talking like just on the wrist, or
Yeah.
why do I say things like
Like-
this?
Like, you might lose your watch, but perhaps not.
It's
All right.
It's already gone.
It's a
Take it
risk
off.
I'm worth taking. You know.
You know what? Let's do it.
Larry might lose his whole body.
Why?
She's a good egg. Let's go with Raven then.
let's
That
do
sounds
it.
good.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those who
And as a side note, Raven Sky and Exis were the two people who helped me with my broken neck and my pregnant partner move last week. So,
oh damn,
Hey,
well,
good on you.
yeah.
can we get a round of applause? Oh my god, I can't speak. A round of applause, please.
Hey.
Give me the old chest plate, mate. All right.
Yeah.
So, thank you everyone who's popped in for tonight. You're absolutely fucking gems of humanity for the chats and hanging out and oh my god, cream of the crop, you lot.
Chef's kiss.
Oh, chef's kiss. Oh, 1,000 times over.
Mwah.
Anyway, we're gonna go
Yeah.
raid. What the fuck didn't work?
Oh, that was weird. Oh, backslash.
Do you see? I'm drunk. Nah. Nah. No. What the fuck's going on here?
Go follow Warship and Nico Plays Games.
Yeah, go follow it. Hey, that's what you should do. You should be like, hey, before we go, guys, tell
Yeah.
them where they can find you.
So,
It cuts out as spots like,
Professional
oh, by the way,
streamer.
follow Nico Plays Games.
yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming by. So, Nick,
We'll edit this.
yeah, we're gonna do outros. Nico, where can they find you? And can you type your details in chat?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Nico876 and on Twitter at Nico Plays Games. And on Twitch as Nico Plays Games.
All right, cool. Okay,
And
Larry.
I'll type it in now.
I'm Larry IRL everywhere on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, OnlyFans. No, wherever you can
Pornhub.
find me, Larry IRL. Also, you can just click my name there in the chat and follow my Twitch.
Yeah,
That'd be sweet.
just go follow everyone. Just do it. Or I'll come to your house and murder you. I mean, wow.
What?
I mean, no.
Not
And-
the outro we wanted.
No, well, it's possibly violence. I know, it's a bit harsh. All right, so Warship.
Yes, you can find me everywhere at the Warship except for Twitter, because fuck Twitter. There was someone there with the Warship name from 2009, and she doesn't even use the fucking account anymore. But
Yep.
that is underscore Warship.
Same.
Everywhere else though, it's the Warship. So yeah, everywhere.
That's the same with me. Like, there's a guy called Podsky from like 2003, has not used the account since then. Refuses to give up the name. Like, why? Anyway,
It's so
Why?
dumb.
yeah, and also, yours truly is Podsky. I don't know how you found this place. I mean, my God, this is insanity right now. I'm. oh God, just read the chat.
Drunk.
No,
I'm
not drunk.
Yeah. This is fine.
This is fun. Yeah,
Is the stream even live still?
yeah, still live. Don't worry. You can find me here, Twitter, all that good stuff. I even do a little thing here for you. Go follow my socials. Yes, there's OnlyFans. I know I don't use it very often.
Fans.
Fucking let's go, OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, only Catans.
Only
Come on, OnlyFans.
And yes, thank you so much for joining the podcast. This is the second one we've done, and I'm very happy with how this has gone.
Can we be the regular cast, please?
Yeah, let's do it. Like every month. Once a month, we'll just...
Yeah.
And
I'm
we'll,
sorry, everyone. You're all cancelled.
yes. What we'll do, we'll swap... If anyone can't make it, we'll swap someone in, like sub them in, and just let them enjoy the insanity.
I reckon by episode
chat about
5,
it.
it's going to be like, okay, we have 12 people here,
Yeah.
and time for one question.
I mean, I've got all these questions. I mean, it's like 2 out of 14.
it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I love the hats. The hats are gold.
Oh yeah, I thought I'd do it for the end there.
Yeah, I stole it from this shit streamer. I think
Oh,
the battle boat. I think that's
What
his
a
name.
piece of
The
shit
battle
that
boat.
guy sounds
you mean the
like.
Corsair?
What
The Corsair? I heard.
absolute scumbag.
I thought it was the Corvette. Was the name I heard.
Oh man,
Thank
fuck
you,
you.
bud. I appreciate it, bud.
Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for making this more fun.
Thank you.
Much
Thank
more
you
fun.
so much for having us on here.
Later, guys.
All right, I'm just going to
No worries.
raid.
Thank you guys so much.
Give me a sec. All right, we're getting 10 seconds. We'll be live to go and bump into this new person's stream. So,
Oh yeah.
Nathan. Oh yes.
Yeah, the emotes.
Thank you, honestly. Thank you, chat, for being here as well. Thank you, just everyone. I thought this might be like just us just talking shit for like an hour or two, but you made it more fun.
It was good.
We watched back the podcast like, oh my god, how drunk were we?
What a waste.
Well, this is number 5 now.
Yeah, this is number 5, and I have to stop. Otherwise, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and be like, the store was meant to be open an hour ago. Fuck. I've done that way too many times. I have. I've opened my eyes and gone.
All right. So,
That's a lot of sun coming through the line.
ladies and gentlemen, please be kind, be just happy, and just enjoy yourselves. Let's go see this new person. Spam most of you have them, and just unleash a wave of positivity upon this new streamer, Raven Skyam. Let's do it.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
See you later on. Be good, everyone.
Don't forget to rewind.
Exactly. See you, everyone. Bye.